right, Fred. We're here. We're live. Hey guys, what's going on out there? Thank you for tuning in with us. I have me and my compadre Cato, aka Fred, aka Charles Frederick. We're hanging out, just kind of getting everything warmed up for the great CitizenCon event. As you can see, the timer's going. Everything's happening. We are streaming live right now to Twitch, Hitbox, and YouTube, so you can check us out on any platform. We will be broadcasting the complete entirety of CitizenCon on all three avenues, so if you do have latency issues on one, please try to check out any of the other ones. You'll find it under the same username on all platforms. So it should be pretty easy. Just look up Matachi. We'll see what we can do from there. So I'm just getting statistics back and all that. So how are you this morning or afternoon, Fred? Actually, afternoon now.
Doing pretty good. Woke up pretty easily. Definitely excited to see what's going to be unveiled today at the CitizenCon. So we shall see how many mic drops will happen today.
I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be really good.
Yeah.
So we'll see what we get with all that. Go ahead.
About our audience, what is everyone up to today? How's it going, guys?
Yeah, is everybody hear us okay? We're trying a different platform. We had some issues with using the restream last night, so we went ahead and as much as I think OBS is a better platform, I think XSplit also allows a lot more avenues I can multi-stream from that as a source. So we do have both platforms available if we do run any technical issues, but currently right now we are on XSplit, so plug to XSplit. We'll see if you hold together. So yeah, if you guys are hearing us okay, it looks like everything's going through latency-wise from my previews and all the things pretty well. Hitbox might be having some issues.
I haven't seen any issues with Hitbox yet. A little bit more of a delay, but
yeah,
everything seems to be looking all right.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, we had a great discussion last night. We had all kinds of good stuff that we're kind of all excited about and looking forward to, obviously, for this moving forward. We talked about the Endeavor a little bit. We talked a little bit about... What else we had? We had the Endeavor.
The Caterpillar.
We had...
FPS update.
Yep, FPS update. Which the spoilers bracket, which I'm still kind of a little bit like, what the hell are you doing to me with the spoilers bracket? But we'll see. I don't know. We'll see what happens there.
Right.
Yeah.
That quantum travel for FPS. What does that even mean?
No clue. I mean, realistically, that could mean anything, right? We really don't know. So
it's all speculation.
Absolutely. Spectacular speculation at that. So
there we go.
Yep. So we'll throw some tweets out here. We'll get some more people grooving in the channel. Get everything ready. Agent 21, what is happening, my friend? Let's go and do a channel shout out. Let's talk about everybody's here, man. We actually got a pretty good view poll. Everybody's active. We got, obviously, Kato, or Fred's here in channel with me. We got Zealous. We got Frenchman, Agent 021, Duke Skywalker. We got Grizz, War Mace here in the house. We got Helza123, Ioding, Lapaco, Lookermere. Oh, we got some other one. We got Majesty, which is interesting spelling. I like that. Mistable. We got McLovin in the house. I haven't seen McLovin in a minute. Quiet 50 UL, Set Middle, Skyline 2K, and Unison as the anchor, always here. Good to have you guys all with us. This is such an exciting day. We only got 1 hour, 36 minutes. Oh my god!
It's gonna be insane.
It's gonna be super insane.
Awesome.
So maybe I'll be able to get some of these sources working correctly too. We'll see what happens. I don't know. We'll see. We're hoping. Gosh. So if not, we got our emergency left monitor set up with the actual live thing going there, and it'll be good to rock. So what else is popping? Why don't we get some raffles going? That way we can wet our palates while we're waiting here. Start with, we'll do, I don't know, what should we do? 500 Robux? Get some channel currency going. I think we're going to do a couple issues of Hanger Flare in the next hour and 30 minutes. We'll do some Hanger Flare and stuff, get some guys a little bit there. If you don't have an account for some godly unknown reason, and you win, let me know via Twitch message. We'll get you some sort of $5 less prize for Steam. But realistically, you should just get an account, and then you get some flair. You can recycle it where you want to do. Put it towards some more ships, because I'll tell you what, coming up, not only the rest of this month, next month, oh my god, ships. It's just going to be crazy. They're going to have lots of cool stuff, and everybody needs to get some more and show how much we support and love this game. It's going to be awesome sauce. Let's get right back here. Alright, raffles up.
Let's hop in that.
Yeah. Even if you're watching over on the other platforms, just all you have to do is open up the chat on Twitch, and you can participate in all the raffles. All the stuff. Get those entries popping. We'll make sure you get your stuff. If you don't know how to enter any of the raffles, it's !, ticket space 1 in chat, and Deepbot will take care of the rest for you.
Oh, let's do a plug for Star Citizen 24, the Connie giveaway.
That's right.
There's still time to enter that, too.
Time to enter that all the way even during the stream. If you guys have not entered that, you should absolutely jump in it to win it. We'll put up a quit announcement here and put that in there too. Buttons and pushing and all that good stuff. Make sure to get into that, and you'll be able to enter that contest. Also, specialized announcement, we're doing a reroll. If you actually entered for the Hornet Ghost, there's a reroll going down today for that. So you had to already enter it, but the Hornet Ghost, we didn't get a response for over a week. We sent mails in Spanish, English, every type of language we possibly could out there to the winner, and just didn't get a response, so it is a reroll day for that. So
we're going to have a special guest that's actually going to be doing the rolls, so make sure you're here for that.
That's right. We'll have a special guest. She will be announcing some of the winners and stuff. She is interested in the game, and she's going to be here as a fledgling pleb trying to learn a little bit about it. So she's going to hang out with us, I think, this afternoon. It should be good stuff. Yep. Tours will be great.
So,
12 minutes left on the tours. Let me check.
Uh-oh. Might have to get Val to,
No, I have control over that.
Oh, okay.
That's not a thing!
What are, let's get the audience going here. What are you, are there any ships you guys are looking to pick up during the anniversary sale? Or maybe the new mystery ship?
That's a good question. That's a real good question. Now, this says it ends in 2 hours. It's still good. It's not 12 minutes. Gravy train on that, buddy. That's exactly what I went. We still got 2 hours left on entries for the contest. It's blown up. We have 1,787 entries in the contest. But remember, if you haven't signed up yet for the Connie, you have the possibility of right now getting 10 entries. If you've already signed up for the Connie, you can get 3 entries per day. So there are multitudes of ways to enter on that. Lots and lots and lots. So don't forget, jump in it. We will be announcing our next contest. I think either by the end of the show, or it'll probably be... We might have to wait and do it Monday. So we'll see what happens with that. But either way, should be interesting to see what the next one comes up. I think we're gonna do something like maybe we'll do at least a $50 gift card. We'll see what happens though. It'll be something in the realm of that $50, or if we can get into another ship, we'll do it. We've been pummeled with all this stuff. Connie will be great. So Fred, are you looking at any special ships? I know we've purchased quite a few here recently. Is there any ones that you're going to be eyeballing that are coming back up though?
Oh, that Caterpillar, that latest edition on Around the Verse, definitely. I was already excited about the Caterpillar, but seeing a lot more of the playability of that, it looks like a very, very amazing ship to get my hands on.
I agree. I think it looks good. I think it's, I don't know, very interested. Should be cool. We'll see. We'll see if we can. I don't know, man. My wallet's already crying at me like you shouldn't even watch this. But it's, it's just, There's awesome stuff. I can't wait to see the specialty ship. I want to see what the new special ship that they haven't shown is. I don't know. There's a lot of theory crafting going on. We'll see what happens with it. Who knows?
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's been confirmed that it is a military ship, right?
Yeah, which makes it all the more interesting to me. It's military. I like that. We need more stuff that kills stuff in this game, damn it.
Right, for the org.
Yeah, for the org. So, speaking of the org, if you guys haven't checked us out, you know, be sure to check out Overwatch at RSI, the forums over there. We're a mercenary organization. We're going to be out there taking contracts, or if you're in need of services for protection runs, or perhaps you don't like that, or mining groups that are on your asteroid, be sure to look us up. We'll be there for asset reallocation, targeting removal, security, all sorts of good stuff. You know, we're willing to get our hands dirty for the right price. It'd be fun. So
keyword price.
Price. We're also, I mean, now that we've purchased the Endeavor full package, we'll probably be offering respawn services and direct combat support to other military organizations too. So don't forget about that if you need something a little bit extra, and maybe you want a respawn point that's, you know, not so obvious. You know, they come up on your org, they don't know you're respawning our ship. There you go. All kinds of good stuff you can use and implement in that. Lots and lots of availability. So make sure about that. Guys, also this raffle's still going on. You got 24 minutes left to enter this puppy. If you're just now here and you're just following the channel, don't worry if you don't see any big announcements. We have disabled all announcements, donation notification stuff for this specific stream. We are focused on CitizenCon. We do appreciate all the love. So as you follow and do stuff, that's great. You will get extra Brobucks for following the channel. 10 to start right off the bat. But we will get it taken care of. Zealous, what's up, buddy? You want me to jump you in the call? Are you ready to get in here? Wait for his 30-second delay and then response, right? You know, if I photoshopped you real quick, Fred, I can almost make your mouth move when you talk. That'd be amazing. It's like, like a
there we go.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Hold on to your bootstraps. This could go horribly wrong all of a sudden. If I call Zealous in, it screws up the bottom of the screen, but we'll see what happens.
Oh, yeah. Were we also talking about maybe having some of our viewers, if they were interested in being in the show? Is that something?
Yeah, people want to hop in, we'll do it. We're probably going to limit it to no more than 4 component viewers during the pre-stream, but yeah, special guests, all that stuff, they're all welcome.
Yeah, just DM probably me, and then I'll talk to Mitt about that if you guys want to be on the show.
Yep. You there, Zelst?
Yep, just had to turn off the stream really quickly.
Oh, that's cool. It's all good. You might keep the chats open. If you get the opportunity to, I will mod you whenever you get time over in Hitbox.
You don't even have a count for that yet, so...
Well, we'll let you handle that throughout the day sometime. I mean, it's going to be a little...
I like the fact that you have a millisecond timer on here.
Mm-hmm. It's really cool that we have... I'm able on this one to import both chats really easily too, so we have both going there. So I'd like to welcome obviously Mega Rex up top. That's awesome. Thank you for tuning in over there on Hitbox. Again, yeah, if you run into latency issues, anybody during the show or anything, remember we do have multiple platforms going at the same time to help you guys out. Hopefully it'll be pretty smooth for you though. It looks like it's operating really well right now. So let's jump into, let me see here. We're gonna hold on to your pants. We're gonna try to switch scenes. Oh, it started to work. Let's go with this. Get out of this one. Oh. That's not terrible. That worked out all right. So, again, if you haven't entered all the contests, guys, there is... be sure to cruise over here to Star Citizen 24, which will load eventually because I got so much stuff going. That's where we're having the Connie contest. If you already entered the Hornet Ghost contest from previous week, remember, we will do it. I will get you in a minute, Bacon. Calm down. Have some bacon. It'll be alright. And we'll get everybody involved here and get all this stuff going. I wonder why that streaked that out like that. figure it out. Yep. Alright, so anyway, if you haven't headed over there, we obviously have the announcement for the live stream, but down here you can check out, we do have the CitizenCon content contest. It's an easy platform, easy way to get in there and enter all this. We got some very good videos. We're going to rehash basically what we did last night a little bit. We got the highlights of the explosions we're going to jump into here in a minute. If you haven't checked out the interview on Trip Rodriguez, very good streamer, one of our bros out there. If you're new to the game or you're thinking about getting in the game, he is the new pilot advocate that will get you definitely into Arena Commander, give you some advice not only on hardware aspects like joysticks, pedals, those type of things, but flying techniques and different aspects of that. What ship might fit you best? He's a great streamer to watch, and he does full immersion roleplay, which you can see him in his flight suit and the whole deal. And he's a great cat. Good peoples. So let's see.
Oh, he is awesome streamer.
Yeah.
If you guys have any questions, he's got that amazing rig. He's currently building a Gladius replica. He's building another rig for his space sim. It's gonna be pretty awesome, and every night he shows like progress that he's made and everything. And if you guys are trying to build a rig of your own or just trying to figure out what kind of control inputs you want to use, he's a great resource for that.
Absolutely. Sorry, I'm resizing things now.
I can do this.
There we go. We've stretched it out. As we add callers, it will continually adjust the Skype window.
Oh.
Oh, by the way, Star Citizen's website is broken.
Oh, their main website
that's
is?
not a shocker.
Yeah.
So, if you guys need Star Citizen content, to go to starcitizen24.com.
That's right. And I also forgot another platform you can check out is I pretty much believe we're also live streaming right on the website. I think we're also mirrored over there on starcitizen24.com. So, not to overly plug starcitizen24.com, but you could always go to starcitizen24.com and you can check out. Yep, we're live right there on the main page of the website at starcitizen24.com. But anyway, so let's get in some more Star Citizen stuff since the website's broken and all that stuff. We'll hop over to some video. I want to see some more ship explosions.
It's working now.
Well, that's good. It's repaired, but don't worry. In the absence of it ever going down again, you can always go to starcitizen24.com.
Well, don't worry, it will break again.
It will continue to, because the love as much and all the hugs will make starcitizen24.com have to support the regular RSI website that will continually break and crack and all that stuff.
Because as soon as they start doing the Next Great Starship number 2, it's going to break.
Yeah, that's right.
Breaking even more.
Because every time they do that, it breaks.
Absolutely. Let's get into this ship explosion here real quick. I gotta watch the highlights still, because if you guys haven't checked it out recently, they got some awesome stuff happening over there at RSI with the what they're doing with the damage states, but then they took it a step further, and what they did was basically they've made all the subsystems have their own hit point values, so when bullets actually penetrate through the shields, the actual hull of the ship, you can damage those systems. As the systems get damaged, and they'll go into a little bit vernacular on this anyway, they will actually start to freak out and break up and then explode. And then the chain reaction could cause some elements similar to what you're about to see here.
Another thing that I think is going to have some issues with the RSI website today is the implementation of the CCU upgrade system. And then today with the anniversary sale, I think we're going to see a lot of traffic going for people trying to CCU LTI packages that they're of holes they're not really super excited for. They can move that LTI over to some of these limited release ships.
So what Sean did
that's
here
definitely going to
is
generate a lot of traffic.
And a lot of money.
Wait, so if the new ship is pretty cheap and that's LTI, I could turn my merchantman in, get that, and then LTI that to my merchantman?
Yes.
If there's a merchantman.
Yes.
But
If
it's the
there's a
anniversary
merchantman-
sale.
If there's a
But,
merchantman available, yes, you can take any LTI ship, reprocess your non-LTI ships, basically, and then utilize the LTI package that you have on whatever vessels that you have to reclaim LTI on the superior vessels that you actually want. Yeah, Wild Ace is 100% correct. It's already implemented. It's out there, guys. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out. Be careful on how you do it. Don't screw yourself. Don't expect it to happen immediately either, because I'm sure they're going to be flooded with people doing it today, and it's going to be awesome. It's going to be so awesome. But anyway, let's listen to them talk. They did a little verbal about what's happening with the second phase of the ship explosions here, so we can check that out.
The progression of effects that are going to occur on
Oh,
in
set
the
metal.
ships.
We've already
And what
talked about the
we are
sound in
doing
space.
is
That's
we're
not actually sound you're
making
hearing.
these
That's
effects
awesomeness
systemic,
being
which means we're going to
sent through
motivate these
space.
effects
And we
through the
figured out
through
that
the
awesomeness actually
components on
travels
the
like
ship.
light.
So literally,
yeah, you're
what
not
we see in
actually
the
hearing
video
anything.
is
It's just
we have
awesome.
electrical
Awesome.
feedback. We have small explosions,
Yep.
and then we have
Well, actually, there is
kind
sound
of
in
a
space. It's
wave,
not the same kind of sound.
and then a kaboom, right?
Well, it needs a
what we've
medium to
done is
travel
we've broken
through.
Well,
it
if you're
out-
if
broken
you're
it out
inside the
apart,
ship,
and
you'll hear this.
What we've been trying to do
Yeah, oh, yeah,
is very
because there's
systemic.
atmosphere.
We're trying to motivate
For
all
at least
the
for a few
special
seconds, there's
effects
atmosphere until it
through,
explodes.
through
Right,
damage,
vents out through the
ship's
cockpit
systems.
glass.
Not just play an
Absolutely.
effect over the ship, but just really motivate it through ship systems. So one thing we're introducing very soon after CitizenCon,
Oh, it looks like French wants
or
to
it
get
may
in
just
on
give
this.
electrical
Oh, does he?
feedback,
I'm good for
which
it.
can
Yeah,
then
he's
cause
downloading
damage
right now,
elsewhere
so.
in the ship.
Okay.
So you'll see arcing
We'll expand
lightning
out
going
Skype
from
till it breaks.
component to component over the hull of the ship, and then you'll see explosions happening, and then finally we'll get the
Which I'll just mute him because we're talking anyway. But it's so amazing to see the lasers pinpoint different component systems and how it breaks up. Can you imagine being in this ship and then just watching each piece of the ship fly off? You're like trying to struggle to get to an escape pod of some sort, and you just keep on rolling with it. I mean, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
But
Do you
yeah,
think
if
that's
you,
like a size 1,000 hard point that's firing at that thing?
Oh, absolutely.
It's over
you
9,000.
mean the God mode gun?
Yeah, the God mode gun. And then this is a great shot of actually being inside the constellation. Or actually, this was a Retaliator hull, I think, wasn't it? What they did.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Retaliator
Yeah,
on the
Retaliator
hallway
hall.
by the bay.
So, it's already kind of claustrophobic to me, like how you have to run down the hall and stuff. You imagine trying to get out of that with like all the fire and everything. Good luck. Good luck.
Oh my goodness.
And then, of
Yeah.
course, my ever-favorite lighting hanger improvements that I'm so glad that RSI
Yay.
took the time to like change the light bulbs on the stuff, which I don't care about, so we'll go ahead and show that. Anyway, really good stuff out there. I was really impressed with like what I've seen happen so far. I can't wait to just see them expand on this. And, there's so much good things that are happening. And I think it's interesting. Right before we started talking about it, I think you were telling me, Fred, about Derek Smart was doing a live stream.
Oh yeah,
What?
Derek Smart was trying to do a
Join the
Twitch
club.
live stream, and then
Well,
no, Twitch actually shut him down for terms of service violations. So
oh wow.
What
Nailed
did he
Yeah.
do?
I have no idea. I wasn't watching. So
He probably titled it immediately like "Star Citizen sucks" or something. He was
Right.
Like, it's, I'm sure he did something right from the outstart. It's like, shut down. So, good luck with that. What would you do? I want to ask Mr. DS what he would do without Star Citizen, because he wouldn't have anything to do. I mean,
well,
Make another broken
maybe-
game.
he's
Make another break
Continue
in
work
another
on
game,
Line of
or
Defense.
start poking at EA because EA.
yeah, because everybody.
I don't know.
poking you.
I don't know. Does he go after AAA publishers, or is it just the independents that he tries to go after?
I think he goes after anybody who doesn't punch him back in the mouth, pretty much, is what happens there. But, yeah, we'll see. Alright, so we got 10 minutes, 57 seconds left on this raffle, guys. I would make sure to get in it to win it. Make it happen.
But yeah, look up on YouTube the sound of the sun, or the sound of Jupiter.
Oh, but I think that's actually I'm not sure that's actually sound. I think they
It's radio waves, which is
is
sound.
it radio? Okay. Well, they have to down convert the frequency of the radio waves because those actually occur in the electromagnetic spectrum. If you down convert it enough, it can actually be audible, but they're actually electromagnetic radiation.
Yeah, you can't hear with your own ears.
No, you can't. You can't hear those frequencies.
It's still
Yeah.
sound.
You can't hear it. It's seen in animals, but that's about it. So, gotta keep that rolling there. I'm actually impressed with how well XSplit's working right now. I'm probably jinxing myself saying that, but
XSplit later crashes. Right as CitizenCon starts.
oh my god.
Okay.
Well,
I
so
never-
then we gotta have OBS back up, but either way, we're gonna have something good happening this afternoon here.
I remember trying XSplit, the free version, and it's like, well, you can't stream your entire stream, and you can't do it in 1080p. So yeah,
What, in XSplit?
yeah, an XSplit.
Yeah, you can now.
They
They updated 2.5. You can do that. It actually also, the main thing it didn't allow you to do before, not to give XSplit a huge plug, but you used to not be able to do the embedded files, like to, embed different things. But as you can see on this screen I'm embedding in our HTML page in here with just a drop and a click. So it actually works really well. And in the green screen, if you notice, actually works better than OBS. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's working really well. I didn't change any lighting or anything. I mean, that's just, it's working pretty good. I'm not saying I ain't a resource hog because I'm looking at the statistics here. I would not be playing video games while I'm doing this right now. But yeah, it's pretty intense. It looks pretty good right now. I'm liking it. I'm liking it.
Some other videos we could show.
What else you got?
I don't know. Is there anything anyone else wants to see? Any looking back at
We can
releases?
hop through
that-
some ATV. We can look at the Caterpillar stuff again. We can talk about that. There's lots of, there's so much dynamics in that.
Well, how about the Gamescom? You want to?
Gamescom? You want to look at the Gamescom video? Yeah, we can
Yeah,
do
let's
that.
do the Gamescom video again.
That's a pretty good one. I enjoyed that. I think we got that.
Just yesterday, Teller put up a video about the old versus the current
New-
versus
new
the new
electronic.
freelancer.
On the freelancer. Let's see here. What's this? Oh, I know what we're going to talk about. Dorian. Who's this calling in? Now we'll answer it. We'll see what it is.
Mate, it's me, French.
French! French is on the air. Alright, hang on a second. Let me add you to that call. I'll call you right back.
Okay.
Alright. We'll add the French. Resume this call. We must add the French to the group.
Okay.
Accept. Add the group call.
What's up, guys?
There we are. Now we got
So-
What's
French.
up, French?
Man, it's almost like we got French toast because you got waffles and French and you got all that stuff.
Don't forget the bacon.
Don't forget the
Ah,
Can't just have
we got a
bacon
nice
and,
breakfast
not
going.
waffles.
yeah.
That should be a thing. Someone should take a waffle and make French toast out
You
of
should
it.
probably change your icon instead of plugging your Gin Corp there, but
It's SynCorp. I don't know.
SynCorp. Well, I don't know. It looked like
I was trying to find something. But
That's cool.
Oh, that's cool.
It's whatever. It's whatever.
Welcome
works.
to the show.
Yeah,
French.
welcome. Welcome, definitely. So anyway, we're gonna. Oh, you know what video? No, I'm not gonna watch that again. I was gonna watch the Geo Get Money video again, but
Oh, that one.
I liked that one a lot.
It was awesome.
See, I thought I had Gamescom on our site somewhere. It's probably way back though.
is RSI still down?
No, it's up.
No,
No,
I think it came
it's
right
like
back
popping
up.
in and out. There's just so many people.
Oh, there it is. Look at the Gamescom video here. Pretty long though, but we'll go through her. We'll go through her.
Get her done.
How's your day going, French?
Oh, it's going okay.
Excited for the convention? What we're gonna
Who
see?
isn't?
Yeah, I just can't stay. I got Thanksgiving stuff and fishing stuff to go do.
Yeah.
Sad times.
What's that? Somebody in the audience doesn't have Robux? Are you effing kidding me?
Who is it? I'll
No.
give some Robux out.
Well, you can't give Robux. That's locked. Mods can't do that. But the Mitachi can give everybody 250 Robux for hanging out.
I was just
Congratulations.
gonna give
there you
my
go.
Robux.
No,
I
you
was gonna
can't.
give my personal Robux.
I don't think
can't.
you can. Oh.
No. Do no allow. Ha. We don't allow sharing. What happens if like 15 people got together and said, I'll give them all to Joe over here, and then like Joe like decides to dump them all in, and we don't do that.
Because I'm a mod and I don't do that.
Well, mods all can participate in raffle in my channels. Now.
Well, that's
Fair.
because we can't give away Robux. That's
Yep.
the reason why we do that.
It's like, oh, we give all the mods give one person Robux. It's like, he has entered 50,000.
Yep.
Nope.
But either way, let's go ahead and we'll jump into this video. Let me go to Muzak for a moment. We're gonna look at the social module here.
Now, it's a little
Can
bit
I
of a
upgrade
surprise
my
for you.
Redeemer to a Redeemer?
Yes.
Yep.
That's what we're talking about. The guys want me to do that too.
Yeah.
Redeemerception.
But yeah, I was telling him he could do was he melt his existing Redeemer and then upgrade his Reliant to a Redeemer, saving $50, and he could upgrade his whole B to a Gladius free of charge, and to have $50 still to upgrade his Mustang Alpha to whatever.
Yep.
I'd have to pay $80 to upgrade my Redeemer to an Endeavor.
But that's just the base Endeavor. There's nothing on
Yeah,
there.
you don't have any modules or anything, and those modules are hundreds of bucks. I don't know if I'd do that, but that
No,
depends
I
on
was
them.
just looking.
Yeah,
Oh well, you could just get like one.
you
of
can
the
always
cheap-
write on ours. We have the full $900 model, so we're gonna need more bodies on it anyway.
I got a
We're gonna
guy
need
in
meat
my
shield.
guild who has the full Endeavor too.
Yep, it's gonna be a great asset, especially on multiple levels. Whether you're actually utilizing it for your own corp or you're using it like we will, not only for our own organization, but more as a support vessel to come in and provide logistical support for other entities, as well as combat reinforcement, plus weapon upgrades, you know, whatever you got fit on there. Plus, it'd be cool just to go out and be able to find anomalies and salvage stuff and all that. Right now, they're showing that, if you guys are just tuning in, we're going through the social module. I know most of you are probably existing citizens, but we do want to state that so other people know what we're seeing on the screen. This is the first rendition of ArcCorp that they released, where they were kind of showing it off. We'll probably fast forward through some of this. If you do want to see anything about ArcCorp or anything, RSI's got some great information on it, but we also have some on our website as well. I think I do on my YouTube have several little playthroughs as well on the social module too. So pretty cool, but we want to get to the spaceship stuff. See what we got there, because I'm sure they're probably going to show us some more stuff with ArcCorp today.
So bad MP3. There will be no LTI in game. From
That's
what I've heard.
not what I heard.
It's up in the air. Let's be
It is.
honest about it, because there's two camps. They've talked about yes having it, and they've talked about not having it at all, because they do want you to pay insurance, but they said the insurance is going to be so marginal that it won't even matter.
So there's no LTI.
There's no
We're talking
LTI.
about-
Yeah, because
Yeah, we're talking about
If you
LTI.
buy a ship,
Yeah.
like the whole insurance, you don't have to pay for the whole insurance. Like, because it's a paid ship that you paid with your money, and they're not gonna. They said that you don't have to pay for the whole insurance, but you do have to pay for like the weapons on it, the attachment
Yeah.
shields.
and you're talking
insurance.
in-game bacon. They're
In like the PU.
Because my understanding, there'll be whole insurance, weapon insurance, all things at PU. You will not be able to purchase a ship after launch of the PU that has LTI attached. It won't, because they aren't going to do sales like that. From what Ben said in his last post, there is no longer a concept sale. You buy your ships in game, period. There is no pledge. There is no anything that exists once the actual game goes live. You'll be doing all your trading game. You will be able to buy UEC at a certain flat ratio that only so much per week, per day, per month, whatever. And you could use that to buy stuff in game if you want. But they will no longer sell ships for any amount of real life money outside of game.
They debated about, offering like extended packages that would have a starter ship that comes with the packet, the game, but that's about it.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to go out and drop $260 and buy a Redeemer or anything like after the game
Not
launches.
anymore.
Yeah.
For the CCU system, I was just looking at it. You can only upgrade your ship to something equal to it or above it. You can't downgrade your ship.
Currently.
No, you can't downgrade. From what I understand, you won't be able to buy ships after Christmas.
So sad.
What?
I don't see sales of ship going away anytime soon.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to do that.
Because they still need to get the money for the pledges.
It's 2016 is when they were going to release the baby PU.
Supposedly.
And once that's
very...
out, from what I understood, they're going to stop.
I think they were supposed to stop selling the ships once they go into beta.
Which is the baby PU, from what I...
Actually,
the baby PU.
Davies, I think you do have some now. I think you have. I issued 250 at our rating channel. I can check for you. I think you have. Davies, yeah, you have 259 bro bucks. So you were good, my friend. After I saw your mark that you didn't have any, everybody in the channel got an extra 250. Plus, if you follow the channel, guess what? You get 10 right then. So you should have enough to enter the one bro buck it took.
Oh, Wildays says Xmas of 2016 was in the leaked document, so that's not this Christmas, but next Christmas.
There you go. Yeah, I don't think that. I think they were going to continue the sale of ships to support the game until the PU goes live.
Right.
Not baby PU.
Yeah, they need that.
But baby PU is basically we can fly around one planet.
Well, and let's be honest, baby PU also they don't even have the economy live. You can't even do trade, so it would be impractical to say, "Oh yeah, now you can buy ships in game." How? They're going to use REC. They've already stated they will not use REC to buy ships in the PU. REC is going to remain isolated to ArcCorp. They may or may not use it in Star Marine. They don't even know. They're even talking about in Baby Pew starting to utilize and figure out UEC as a real platform and then perhaps reset it when it goes launch. But they don't have even started doing that, so there's no way they'd be like, "Oh, Christmas, you're just going to have to buy it in game." And that's it. I just don't see it happening. They won't want to make people go through that extra step. They much rather you just hit the pledge button, give them some money, and then get your spaceship that you can't fly yet. That sounds so much more practical.
That's a steady source of income for them, and
it
until
is.
They're like ready, pretty much right before ready for launch of the PU, I don't think they're going to cut off that stream of income for them.
It would be, and I might be sarcastic about it, but I mean, it makes good business sense. You need to have that income, or this game won't get done, people. I mean, I don't believe by any stretch of the imagination this game will come in anywhere under 150 to 200 mil before launch. I mean, it's going to be.
I don't know if it's that much.
Really? I think so. Before launch?
Yeah.
I think it will have playable universe, but I guarantee it's going to hit that type of stuff. We haven't even had FPS drop. We got more cap ships still on the way. There's all kinds of stuff happening. Between now and launch, I could easily say it like hitting the 200 mil mark.
That is a huge number, Mitt.
It is. I'm not denying it's not a huge number.
But I don't think
we still have 15 months.
Maybe that's true.
Nope. Because every single dollar that they make is worth more than every other dollar that every other company has. Because they don't have to pay the middleman.
And they don't have to pay anything back.
Too. They're not paying a fraction of what most companies pay in marketing for this. So
they don't pay for marketing, period.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They have no marketing,
Yeah, everybody
there is
always,
marketing.
There's minor marketing though, but
with the weekly videos that is considered marketing, but that's paid for with a separate
correct
pool of cash
Yeah, that's from the subscribers, and that's why you don't have to
Exactly.
subscribe
And-
this game. But the subscribers would enable all their content. If the subscriber for some reason ever went down, they would have to limit the content because they expand and grow all their marketing, all their campaigns, all the other inside stuff that we get to see is entirely based upon their subscriber pool and the cash they get from that.
Right.
But what I feel like you're going to see is like a lot of people use the comparison of like GTA 5 and it was 250 mil. People don't realize that the game itself was only 126 to 150. The rest of that money, the other 120 to 100 million, was spent entirely on marketing campaign for GTA 5. That's a huge amount of marketing for that. So when I say that it's going to hit those type of numbers, I think it will. But I think they're also going to have a lot of return investment on the marketing campaign and whatever they do as we reach that plateau of, okay, now it's about ready to go. And that we might not see that till next fall, or whatever. But I think the last final push, you're going to see income of money coming in, and you're going to see a lot of money going out also just for marketing aspects. Because if you wanted to compete with AAA titles, as stated by them, I don't know they'll drop 140 million marketing, but I think that you're going to get in between like 20 and 50 million in marketing campaign,
Right.
pretty easily. That's not much for most AAA games.
Bad MP3 asks, are you guys worried they're going to run out of money with all these delays?
No.
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 The day they released that they said they're going to
Absolutely.
raise money, they made $1 million. I don't think they're going to like, oh shit, we're running out of money. I mean, people went out and bought the Endeavor. They made $1 million.
They have so many possible fallback plans if they, quote, ran out of money. They could just sell another, 200
Concept.
Javelins.
If they
Well,
give us
honestly-
this, what we're looking at on screen in testing, they'll have no effing problem at all. That's the brass tacks of the whole situation. If they give us something like what we're watching right now, where we can actually come off the stations and we're going out here and doing this thing, and we're even if it's broken, even if it doesn't work, even if it crashes, even if it's just testing, if they give us this, which they're supposed to by the end of this year, I mean, this is have been buying spaceships. Let's be literal about it. We have spent $90 million in buying spaceships, a lot that we can't fly because we believe in the game, and because we're using them in Arena Commander, which is like in 16 by 16 by 16 square that we dogfight in, which is visually stunning. But let's be honest, you can only play Arena Commander so many times before you're like, that's awesome. Now I'm going to go play Star Wars Battlefront because I can't deal with this anymore. It's, but this is insane. I mean, I would be happy walking around this ship, going out refitting it, playing with the little modules, much less just flying it over like they're doing in this shot here, jumping it around. And if you start to sprinkle some economy in there where we can do trades with planets and stations and stuff, and then have other people interact with that, whether they're helping, assisting, or trying to fight or steal that stuff, holy shit. We spent $90 million on nothing, and people are like deceptively thinking people won't spend another $90 million to actually get a piece of the game where we can interact with each other and do all that. Absolutely they will. 110%, because you're going to grow your base of people that much more. All the naysayers out there, when they saw this, is like, what? After Gamescom, what did our increase of, money start to come in? It started to increase greatly.
Yeah.
A whole bunch. I mean, they increased from the time, I would dare to say that from the time of Gamescom to now, they increased the amount of money they got per month by... I don't know, the previous month they had like one of the lowest numbers ever, right? During the little stagnant thing, because we had that big leak. Everybody knew what was out there. They were really impressed by that, which kind of hyped people up. But after that, there was like a void of information for about a month. And then when Gamescom dropped, everybody was like, holy shit. Because to be honest, a lot of people went to Gamescom a little bit worried about the project.
Right.
You know?
I know somebody that's put almost a house worth, like paying it for an entire house worth of pledge money into this game.
Absolutely.
He's bought like 2 complete this package, which is $30,000.
But it's also all relative to your income too. It's like people go, oh my god, people spend $1,000. I personally I mean, other than some of my bros here that have helped me out and all that stuff, I personally haven't dropped more than a couple $100 in this. You know, and that's just because I couldn't. If I had more money and more capital, I would. But if you play responsibly, you really don't spend over $50 to get involved in this game, and I don't know why people wouldn't. I blew $60 on games and like, well, shit, this is crap, and that I couldn't play it anymore. I mean, you can't buy an Xbox One game for $50, not on release. I mean, and look at this. Are you kidding me?
And
This
we're
is
getting
amazing.
2 AAA titles for $40.
That's absolutely. So anyway, let's draw the winner real quick. Then I'm going to jump back over here to some Eve questions. I did play Eve for 8 years. Was
Poop.
made of C and all that stuff. I won't
Sorry,
kind of go
love.
crazy. What happened?
Oh, nothing.
Oh, nothing.
Sorry. Don't worry about that.
It's okay. Oh, poop. Fred's catchphrase of the day. Anyway, let's draw this winner real quick. We're going to draw her in 3, 2, 1. Duke Skywalker, 75. You are the winner of 500 Bro-Bucks, my friend. All
Hey
you have
guys,
to-
I'll be right back.
Go ahead. All you have to do is respond in chat in the next 5 minutes, and you will get that prize. And if he doesn't respond in 5 minutes, then we do a reroll. That's how we work it here with all our prizes and raffle. Oh, Duke got it, so he's going to get that 500 Bro-Bucks. Our Bro-Bucks is our channel currency, guys, for you guys new to the channel. What we utilize it for is we utilize it not only to gain additional Bro-Bucks, but we use it for flare raffles, which we'll have 2 of which at least here before the stream starts. So don't worry, we're going to give away some stuff for you guys who have the game already. If for some reason you don't, when I ask you to message me in Twitch and stuff, just let me know. We'll work something out either on a $5 less Steam game or something. We'll get something for you. But hopefully most of you are sub the game, or you plan on doing it by the end of the stream today. And yeah, we'll get you some flare in your hanger. Why not? And if you don't want the flare, you can always grind it up and get something else, you know? Use it toward a different purchase. But once again, Duke Skywalker, thank you for participating, and all your Bro-Bucks. So
Bad MP3 asks, what is Hanger Flare?
Hanger Flare is basically for subscribers. They give us a little bit of swag for helping support the game a little bit more. So each month they give us a new piece of flare that we put inside our ship hangers in the game. So it could be anything from, they had the locker from the Beyond, which is a functional locker that you can open up and it has mystical qualities to it. They have Jukebox, which you can actually download in the game client MP3s and play your own music and check it out. There's all kinds of stuff. VIP651, welcome to the stream.
Lore items, or replica items, little miniature models of the ships.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all
random
kinds
things
of stuff.
like a towel,
yeah,
a calendar.
It doesn't really. It's just a little extra something. I mean, we get access to things like the Jump Point magazine, the Vault, where we get all the base root, visual and image files that we can download and check out, like the raw concepts and stuff. That's really cool. Jump Point that gives a little more written interview detail about stuff. You get a little bit of stuff here and there, but all in all, it's really not about the swag. It's about supporting the game, and I don't mind giving $10 a month to do that. There's a $10 and $20 levels. Plus, you get rec. So if you don't play Arena Commander religiously, you'll still have plenty of rec to your buyout, try new ships they release, do all that stuff, and use that for that in-game temporary money for that. So all that's really, really cool stuff. So let's go ahead and we're going to go start the Hanger Flare raffles. And all of the raffles today, guys, are just going to be, for the most part, one Bro-Buck for all the Hanger Flare and all the other stuff. So we're not doing anything heavy-ended, but you will be able to earn additional Bro-Bucks throughout the day. So that way you can use them to stack them. We do events like Thirsty Thursdays, where we kind of play games. We give away a couple $10 gift cards. We have monthly raffles where we do ships and other things that you can enter either through Bro-Bucks or also through doing visiting different websites and stuff, following around, just clicking boxes. There's all kinds of stuff. So we'll do one piece of Hanger Flare of choice.
What are you trying to link, Lapaco? See, Mitbot blocked you from linking whatever that was. He tried to post it again.
Well, I think I typed the command wrong.
There you go. One
It's
more
because I think it's also because it's Mitbot doing it, and the command is a permit for the other. So what you can do is, if he doesn't have VIP, it should auto permit if he has VIP. If he doesn't have VIP, then
Oh, we actually have a timer set
yeah,
up.
it's on the other
It's
scene.
right now.
Yeah, it's on the other scene.
So when we cut
We
out
are-
of these videos,
We are
you'll be able to
51
just
minutes
catch up.
out from launch of that, but we will go back to that as soon as this is done playing through here with the GamesCon playthrough.
Did you leave us a one ticket for this?
Yeah, we're gonna
Oh,
do all
nice.
one ticket, so we're letting everybody get involved today. We're not doing anything. for
We got
higher
like
tickets.
70 people in the chat right now.
Yeah.
So
So we're gonna let all the people get some love. We might even do some VIP raffles if you guys are interested. VIP, what it allows you to do is you earn 2 times the amount of channel currency when you're hanging out with us here. So anybody has bronze VIP, you get 2 times the amount of currency. It also allows you to permit links and other things inside the channel too. So it is a good little asset to have, and that rolls over monthly. You know, if you have it and you already have VIP, what we do is we give you an additional 250 Brobucks in channel. So that way, you know, we don't stack VIP. We let it roll out and expire at the month, so we don't get a whole lot of that. But, yeah. But I am VIP. That's... Yes, I see that. I see you are. But, you know, maybe you'll get double VIP then. You'll get VIP plus VIP in my channel. That'd be awesome. I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and unmute this for the firefight because they're getting ready to jump in and do that because it's kind of cool.
And a co-pilot.
Even though you got Chris Roberts talking
You
over
can
on this
manage the
one.
weapons and do.
But you can see
energy
they've
shields
basically
on
what
the
we've seen up to
flying.
this point. They've reclaimed the Retaliator. They are actually physically
Sneak
manning
attack
all that
propellers.
stuff.
Back to
Yep.
Red 5. Let's see this.
They're attacking
Red
now. They're
five.
going through the firefight. We'll check that out.
Colors has just gone up in smoke.
30 seconds
Right,
later.
let's get into a fight.
Just imagine the new explosions, Fred, in this fight.
Let's switch between.
Oh,
let's switch
Well,
between
it's
the
obvious that they
fight.
didn't have the shield on that cutlass.
Well, you know, it's kind of set up, but
Yeah, it's set up.
Set
Thank
Middle
Lord.
asks, how can I be a VIP?
Okay, let's.
there's a couple different ways to get VIP. I gotta watch this firefight real quick. But the main way, you can earn it in channel
Let's use
raffles.
the torpedoes on our Retaliator.
Or you can check out my Patreon site. And
Okay.
supporters of the channel, they automatically
Fire
get VIP
torpedo.
each month, and there's different tiers you can buy that way. Or you can just earn it in channel, like I said, through raffles. We do it quite often.
Was it like 5, 10, and 20?
I think it's more like 5, 50, and 100. But most people don't need beyond bronze, so it's usually $5. We do the same thing like a channel sub. Except your support goes directly towards the prizes and help with that.
Expectations for CitizenCon. We're expecting
Well-
to see lots of demo videos, that kind of
Yeah.
thing. I mean, we don't want to say we expect an
Yeah, another
FPS
torpedo,
or 1.3.
I suspect that I don't expect a FPS to be released to us, but they put a treat. We know that FPS is going to be in CitizenCon, and we know the
F that.
translation.
I expect FPS for me today. I'm going to say it. I expect it. I don't care if
Yeah.
it jinxes it or whatever. I expect it, especially after reading the updates. I want to see it in the PU. I'm not saying it's
Yeah.
like launch ready. I want to see it in the PU. We've waited for months. It's time. It's time to do it. Everybody wants to go soft on it. I'm going to come hard, balls out. I want FPS say it is here. It is ready.
They might
Start-
need to hire Shia LaBeouf in to help them.
Just
whatever.
do it.
Just do it. I'm ready for it. I don't care if it's buggy. I don't care if I come around the corner, I'm rubbernecking or whatever. I'm ready to get my hands on it. It's FPS time. Let's get into
Yeah.
stuff. Mitachi needs something he can stream, and it's FPS.
Well, if you
Delete
read
that.
some of the posts on RSI, they definitely talk about doing internal testing. And the internal testing, if you remember last time before they were going to launch it previously, that they did a lot of internal testing a week before launch.
Yep.
So the timeline definitely matches up for an FPS release at CitizenCon. But again, I'm not going to say it's going to happen because we'll probably there's a possibility for disappointment for that. So I'm not going to say that yes, it's going to happen, but the timeline looks very promising for that.
It's happening. I'm just saying it. It's going to happen. Damn it. It's got to happen.
It's the hypening.
The hypening is here. There can only be one, and it must be the FPS.
Or the
So,
baby PU.
I'd have to also
one.
I have to point something out on the screen here with what we're saying right now. I want you, for those of you who play Elite Dangerous, I want you to like pause the screen and then go over look at Elite Dangerous and tell me to my face that Elite Dangerous even looks half as fucking good as this. Because I had somebody the other day tell me, "Oh, well, I'm looking through the cockpit view, and that's Elite Dangerous all day." I'm like, "Are you effing kidding me?" I'm not saying Elite Dangerous is an absolutely terrible game, but it's not even the same platform. Like, you can't, not even the same level. I mean, not even close to looking at the resolution, the graphics, the quality, all this stuff. Even Elite Dangerous lets you walk around the ships. Even if Elite Dangerous like jumps out of this thing, even if you could go out and do a jig, the fidelity of this is fucking fantastic. It's insane. There's no way, man.
We had a viewer earlier going to economy that said
Okay.
this economy that they're going to use in Star Citizen is going to be very similar to Eve. Now, I don't have the background in Eve like you do, so
yeah, I can speak to that.
Would you say that's a true statement, or do you refute that?
I refute that to a certain degree. It will be a complex, involved economy, but they're definitely taking the control out of the player's hands for market manipulation, which in EVE Online, for those of you who have played it as much as I have, hands down, you will not be able to go in and buy up all the tritanium and for 3 regions and be like, well, now I am a tritanium baron, and you will have no tritanium if you do not come through me and pay my price. Because the population of Star Citizen, no matter how big it gets, they're going to make sure that players only comprise 10% of the whole gross population of Star Citizen. And a lot of that is to help stabilize the economy. Yeah, help the server, help stabilize the economy, but also to prevent market manipulation. If you start to buy up everything, you might have some local influence, yes, but you will not be able to become the Baron von Trausen of Tritanium and like hold all the materials and be able to prevent everybody else to do that. So you're going to have limited aspects. You're also not going to have quite the involvement of like going and getting all these resources and hand doing them all yourselves like you would in that, but you will have more of a hands-on, intimate approach. So players like me and possibly some of you guys that in EVE, I could comfortably run 2, 3, 4, 5 accounts if I wanted to and make my own little mining fleet in high sec and run all the buttons. You're going to need more of a 2, 3, 4, 5-man crew on your Orion, and then have that more of a hands-on where one man's running the drill, one man's watching the pressurization, so you don't have like a blowback like out of the Armageddon movie and stuff like that. You're going to have a lot more intimate detail, which will still keep you visually engaged, but you'll feel like you're doing it and not sitting back, drinking your beer, clicking buttons. Watching YouTube, like we all did in EVE. I'm not saying EVE's not engaging. I will always love the game, and I think for large-scale, epic battles, it'll always be there, and I think it's a different game. But economy-wise, I think this game is going to be a lot more controlled. We will have minor influences, but you'll also have stabilization for always a steady income. You won't have that limiting aspect I know when I ran a mining corp in my early days of EVE, where we had huge amounts, and we were so competitive with the other guys, they killed the market. And we were just stuck with all this stuff. And we were like, well, we could sell it real low or hold on to it or move it all these jumps over. You'll have some of that, but it won't be the point where you have to worry about a large empire like Goonswarm or somebody draining the entire market, controlling all of it, and then you're just effed the entire time. So I think that's going to be a huge difference economy-wise. Plus, a lot of the economy in this is also going to be heavier influenced by... you're going to be able to do certain types of blockades, they said, based on trade pass, but you're not necessarily limited. You can discover alternate routes and jump points around to get to system. So it's not like blockading a gate, which is, in my mind, a huge economical aspect. You can blockade a general trade route, but people can get around you. You know, you're not going to have 400 people sitting on a gate and being like you jump through and you're insta-popped and you lost all your stuff.
Like a big crash on a freeway.
Yeah.
Now you touched on a very, interesting aspect that I didn't think about is blockading. Say you blockade a system, right? And I feel like this is a possibility to be done, right? You go after every trade thing, essentially that would affect a local system's economy, right? And then you could monopolize that market. do you feel like that's something that could be done? I mean,
I don't think
With
they're
their-
going to ever
with
allow
their
you to
talk
monopolize
to-
any
You
market.
can restrict it, but you can't fully contain it.
I think, you know, and I know a lot of us want the realism in this game, and they've really done that through the fidelity and whatnot. But I think what you're going to have, to the chagrin of some, is you're going to have the invisible spawn of stuff, like we talked about with the Endeavor and the hospital medical bays and the hangars and stuff, where you could call in extra ships either from your inventory, which wherever the fuck that is, it doesn't seem like it's relative to the positioning of the Endeavor, or you could order small ships too. Those are going to probably be spawned out of the Nether. Just here it is. You paid for it. As long as the captain and the ship permits it to happen, then that'll happen. I also believe economically, if there's a huge restriction and you're trying to become a Tritanium Baron, not that there's Tritanium in this game, but as an example, I think you're going to have shit spawn that's like, oh, all of a sudden our markets are flush with that item you're trying to hold all of, and, whatever. The price influence will be there, but I don't think you'll ever be able to blockade even traffic of all the items getting there. It's more likely that you'll see a good number as a pirate. You're like, oh, the trade route looks really viable, and I'll try to anchor on a jump beacon or a jump point and try to catch the unsuspecting people come through there. And so people want to hire groups like Overwatch to help protect their runs as they go through in case they run into the misknown pirate here and there. So.
All right, guys, I gotta go.
All right, man. Thanks for hopping in when you
See
could,
ya.
bro.
No problem. Anytime. I'm leaving my computer run, so if anything needs to happen, just whatever.
You're going fishing, right?
I am going fishing. I'm catching my meal for tomorrow.
All right.
Really? Have fun, buddy.
Yeah, have a good time, man. Sounds like it's going to be a nice day to do that.
See
It's
ya.
like 25 Celsius here, so that's what, like upper 70s mid.
That's
low
perfect.
80s.
75 degrees.
Perfect.
That's perfect. Yeah, we'll see you later.
Perfect weather.
If you get back on and we're on later tonight, just call back in.
Oh yeah,
Or
yeah,
my
definitely.
room.
I'm gonna be following CitizenCon via INN, their live blog.
Right on.
All right, I will talk to you guys later.
All right, see you, man.
Peace.
Yep. All right. So French is out. He's gone fishing. There you go.
Is he going to leave the chat?
Yeah, I could.
Yeah, we'll make sure to hang up Skype. It's like leaving your phone off the hook.
Yep.
But anyways, yeah, he'll be gone here in a minute. There he goes. All right, so yeah, let's get back to the timer. What's our timer look like?
37 minutes. 40 seconds. For me.
For you? It is true.
But yeah, I mean, if you have a mass, like blocking a certain like system or a planet,
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that planet's going to get quite upset that they're not getting any of their metal or.
I'm sure.
whatever.
Well, and it also depends what space you're doing this in, right? If you
Yeah,
try to do
yeah.
this in a reasonably protected area, you're gonna have some NPCs come up. They're probably gonna do it. But
It's like, oh,
And the
Um,
UEE might want to keep the economy working well. We don't know yet, though.
it's
well,
like,
I mean,
hell,
yeah.
they
there's gonna be a
jump
lot
in.
of
It's like,
AI.
hello, there's a javelin. No, wait, that's a 3.
Yeah, it's not going to be like, hey, I'll just take care of these NPCs. I'm sure they're going to be very hand of God like the amount of shit they'll throw at you if you're like in UEE space and you're
And
trying
you're
to.
fucking with something that you shouldn't be fucking with.
Yeah, probably so. And, reputation comes a lot into play there, too. So, the interesting aspects I want to know about as far as reputation goes, because it seems like there's no skills in this game. That's a huge departure from, like, games like EVE Online, too. So, it's
Where it
entirely
takes
based
2
on
bucks
pilot
to get
skill.
1 kill.
Yeah, I don't have to train for all that stuff. But, the thing, without having skills, it also, on the other side of the coin, it makes you heavily rely on aspects like reputation stuff as a limiting factor on players. So if you have a real negative rep and you're inside, different spaces, they're going to come after you. They're going to be on your butt about it. Also, it'll probably influence what missions and everything else like every other game you have. But I think certain aspects of it, I don't know how the rep's going to work in like lawless type spaces, areas that aren't patrolled by UE or hostile forces. I mean, is it going to be like, hey, nobody saw it, then I'm
I
still
think
good?
there's going to be different reps for different localities, honestly.
Yeah.
Well,
I would hope
So-
if I did something behind closed doors in the void of space, then hey, that's between me and that guy, and it's not
yeah,
controlled space.
that's what
you know?
it's going to be. If you want
Yeah.
to steal a ship in the middle of nowhere, no one sees it except for your friends. No one knows about it. Really.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, we got 14 minutes left in this hangar flare, guys. Only one ticket needed for it. Again, if you are a subscriber, you can get the hangar flare. If you're not and you are a winner, what we'll ask for is that you send me, your contact information for Steam or something like that with a game below $5 that you'd like. But if you are part of Star Citizen, then it would be best for you to send me your RS handle and your email, and then we can get whichever piece you choose of hangar flare, which you can Google it, and they have a full list on the web. You can see all the different stuff there. Let's see. So, Lumavox says, I think the flow of values, it's limited for a possible player blockade. The amount of AI missions created to restore the economy balance will be so high amount that the forces escorting that missions will be brought to the... Yeah, to make a hole on the blockade. I agree. Plus, you have the limiting factor with the zoning things. A blockade, my question also is, like, how effective can a blockade be? Because let's say your test or Imperium, and you want to make a blockade. How big do you make it? Because with the zoning thing and your player limitation, let's just say arbitrarily the limit for a zone is 50 players, will they even see you? Can you theoretically even blockade? If you bring 40 players to there and they have a 50-man fleet, will it just go to a different instance of the beacon and you won't even see the blockade, so it won't matter. So maybe the 40 players will only capture people of fleets less than 10. And then the other thing, the dreaded thing that I hate, which, I haven't experienced yet, but I'm going to go ahead and say I hate it because it's a strong word and I feel strongly about it. The PvP slider. I think the PvP slider is not a good idea. I want to be able to run into people. I don't want somebody to be able to slide and say, I don't want to run into nobody. That's great. Go play on...
What if they're transporting, like, the most expensive bacon in the PU, and they don't want to be attacked, so they do that, and they go with a fleet.
In theory,
of
that's
attack
exactly
ships.
why they would do that. They would slide that down and do that. I think the instancing and stuff like that, I think it's something we'll have to experience and test. Because, like, in a game like EVE, if I'm blockading, the gate between Jeddah and this place, then that's the only way you go through that gate. You could go around or whatever, but that's the one gate. It's not an instance gate that's like one of 50 or 60 instances of the gate, and there's a random dice roll to see that. I don't know if I like that. I like the idea of truly safe areas of space that are security patrolled by NPCs and truly lawless space. But, being an EVE player, I might just be kind of locked into that notion. The slider for me, I don't like it because I think it's not immersive in the game, and not that I'm RPer, but I don't think it makes you effective. And okay, what about this? If I pit it all the way down to the other way, does that mean I want less or more PvP, or do I run into people? There's been two statements that I've heard. I've heard that it indicates how often you'll run into other players, and the other one is just a desire for whether you want PvP or not.
It could be like running into people with bad reputations or not.
Okay, well then all I do is make an extra account, and I make sure that I'm put it to the, hey, I want to be friendly side, and then I just wait for those people to come through and jump those.
What I know is it's supposed to be, it's a less likely chance to get into PvP.
Yeah, but how they do that, the algorithm for that is what I bring into question, because I don't know how they're implementing it. And that's with a lot of aspects of the game. We don't know how they're implementing all of it. But, I mean, I think the PvP slider, if you have a lot of hungry pirates, who's not, and you're like a lonely traveler, who's not going to turn that to the, God, make it safe? I mean, they're going to be pushing it, they're going to kick it, they're going to punch it. Like, I want to be as safe as I can. I don't know. I'm more of a hardcore player. I want to be able to do Care Bear stuff, but part of the value of going to those areas of space that are more dangerous and stuff shouldn't be dictated by a slider. It should be dictated as the more risk I take, the more rewards there, and that's just my choice as a person,
one of the things that dictates how much that flyer affects you is how much UE presence.
Yeah.
In the system that you are. If you're in a lawless space and you have that completely down, 0 effect.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
What are you doing, Bacon?
I thought my mic was muted. Never mind.
It's not. You're beating the hell out of your desk. It sounds like. So.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go shut the dog up.
Yeah, contractor had to meet another client, so let's see how long it stay. Oh, well, there you go. Sweet. Well, you got 9 minutes left on this raffle for Hanger Flare of choice. And then tonight I'll be putting out probably everybody. Yeah, no rigging, Unison. Don't do it, man.
Yep.
And of course, Bacon then goes for it. But yeah, definitely. I think the PvP slider is something we'll have to experience before I get final judgment on it. But I'm not in for. I think players' action should determine the results of the choices and the impact in the space, rather than, hey, I want to be safer, so I want a bar that makes me safer. I don't like that. I just don't. But of course, if I had my way, there wouldn't be instancing at all. But you can't run this type of fidelity game without it. So you take the good with the bad. I like a full immersive universe where everybody's there and everybody's the same people, and you do that stuff. You have to do an instancing level if you're going to have this kind of fidelity. And they could always expand it with tech over time. And we'll see where it goes. But I also like the more intimate fights, rather than have 6 ships I'm controlling and try to fight back and forth, by point and click, which is still awesome in EVE. But I think it's time to be in the cockpit or in the gun, and you're relying on the guy in the back. Come on, patch that up, man. We're having, the shields are going down. We need more power to shields, and fluctuate that between life support and everything. I think it's going to be amazing. There's so many things that you can help just be a little bit more immersive in a game like this than you can in the previous games we played. And it's just the next step, to be honest. It's nothing more than it's the next step in the evolution of the space sim.
Yar.
I'm so excited about it. So excited! It's gonna be awesome sauce.
It is.
Yep.
Less than 30 minutes. Woo.
Less than 30 minutes. All right.
So excited.
Fred, I'm gonna let you keep the conversation going. I gotta take a real side note here, real quick.
All right.
IE bio break, and I'll be right back.
All right. Hey guys, if you haven't entered yet, make sure you go over to StarCitizen24.com and enter in to win the Constellation Taurus giveaway that we're doing today. The drawing will be done post CitizenCon in the Space Bros post CitizenCon after show. So Zell, everyone talks about this baby PU, right? What do you think the baby PU is going to encompass? Do you think there's going to be mining? Do you think there's going to be a small economy brought back? Or is it just going to be multi-cruise ships? And Zell is AFK. Alright, viewers. What do you guys think the PU is going to encompass? Hey Val, how's it going, man? Wish I could pull up something for you guys to look at so you're not staring at a blank countdown. Yeah. So the quantum drive PU in another 6 months to a year. Or baby PU. Yeah, I think the baby PU will probably drop around probably closer to 6 months than a year, and we'll get the major PU probably around December of next year. Who wants to see tractor beams? What's that, Zell?
I said I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yeah. I remember I bought a tractor beam because I originally had like the Avenger.
Uh-huh.
And then I got the 315T, which already had a tractor beam, and you can't return UEE items. It's like, I got 2 tractor beams right now.
Oh yeah, I did the same thing. I have a tractor beam just sitting in my in my account, waiting to be used for something. I'm really interested to see the salvaging mechanic too. Like they make it sound as though like any little piece of ship can be brought in and refined. So like, if you guys have played any Arena Commander, you know, and you're getting attacked and you see the little baby pieces getting blown off, right? Is all of that going to be salvageable, or are there going to be made like big chunks that you need to go and kind of blow off?
It depends on what kind of ship you're blown up.
So you're saying like a Gladius parts would be wouldn't be worth as much as like small Connie parts. So there's going to be different values on those smaller pieces, or what?
Well, a Constellation is going to have a lot more metal on it and a lot thicker plating.
Okay. So you think it's not necessarily the quality is going to be different, but it's mostly an actual amount that is going to affect the benefits of salvaging these different ships.
Remember when I told you about the Outlaw heavy armor? It's like the actual like big heavy platings is actually made from scraps of freelancer armor.
Oh.
So, yeah.
So you think they're going to differentiate between different pieces of different ships? That's interesting.
Because the armor thickness is completely different.
Right.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back, Mitt.
Had to get soda while I was down there.
Gotcha.
Go. So what were we chatting about?
We were just talking about salvaging. Like, I kind of posed the question of, is all little metal pieces like viable salvaging materials, or like is there going to be a difference? And Zell brought up the fact that there's a possibility that different ships have different salvaging characteristics. Like he said, there's this one armor plate that's made up of freelancer armor, right? So what you'll do is you'll go after all these freelancers just to refine the metals enough to make this special kind of whole armor.
Gotcha. Well, that's interesting.
Well, think about it. It's like you can use a hacksaw to cut like 1/8 inch plate of steel.
I can see that.
Hacksaw is not going to work very well against 1-inch steel.
No, it's not. I think the hat saws of this time period are probably a little more advanced though too.
Yeah.
They're probably laser hacksaw because everything's cooler with lasers. So
now going back to the Caterpillar, right? They make it sound like EVA is going to be a huge part.
EVA seems like the main way to get around outside your ship. I mean, it's going to be for repair. It's going to be for boarding. It's going to be for even extracting and rescuing people. You're going to have to EVA to get people and bring them back into your ship. They're not.
No, I think they're going to use tractor beams for that. Like the Freelancer Red has a tractor beam that they can open up the back door, use the tractor beam, pull them in that way, and then do that.
Maybe, I don't know. I'm kind of like, I think the tractor beam's there to help do that, but it might also be to help, like, if they're in a capsule, you know, like an escape pod, pull onto that. I haven't seen them talk about using the actual tractor beam on a physical biomatter of a person, like Rex, other things like that. They keep showing, like, those platforms and beds and stuff like that, where it's like you strap somebody down and you, like, bring that in and stuff. So I think you might have to go and stabilize a person out in space as a medic and then bring them back to your ship. So there's a lot of aspects of that that are going to be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, one thing that they are trying to do with this is keep the physics very accurate, right? So say you're out there, you're EVAing, right? You need to be more massive or have a lot more acceleration than what that EVA to be able to move anything,
right? Absolutely.
So, like, just going out there in a spacesuit and pushing on a big piece of metal or another person isn't necessarily going to do much.
That's true.
Because you don't have the force, you don't have the ability to generate enough force to move them through space.
No, and your stabilizers on your suit aren't. I mean, we've seen
They're-
them.
they're-
They're barely
you
there.
go off.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
get overly propelled on anything, you're like, hey, sorry, I can't stop, and that's it.
Right.
Now, Unison was asking if we're going to run a chop shop. We'll probably do more major salvage. I don't think we're going to do a chop shop necessarily. We're not really venturing the area of piracy on ours. We're more of a military support group, so more of a merc group.
But we will be taking the reclaimer out and doing some
we don't mind
salvaging
cleaning up the battlefield, that's for sure. Get that money.
I mean, think of the plasma torches on that Redeemer, Reclaimer. Okay.
Cut through.
And then you got the massive jaws of life on there. Actually, I don't know if it's actually designed to cut or just hold.
Yeah,
I think it's just the hold.
Let's go ahead and run this hanger raffle real quick here. We'll draw this puppy for this one because I do want to get at least another one in here before we go live. So I'm going to make it a 15-minute one on the next one because we're getting down to the last 20 minutes here. We're under 20 minutes before we go live with the CitizenCon broadcast. So let's make this go. We're going to draw this in 3, 2, 1. Are you kidding me? You lucky bastard.
Duke
Nice. Skywalker. Congrats, bro. Wow. Out of 24 entries, too.
25.
25. Well, yeah, 25, because it takes his number off there.
He would be the 25th, yeah.
He was right in the middle, too, of all those people.
Yep, I told you.
Congratulations, man. Well, you know the deal, man. You send me RSI handle for the website, and then go ahead and send me your email, and then what piece of flair you want, and we'll make it so, bro. That's what we do. So we'll do that, and let's go ahead and let's do another one. Yeah, so rigged, man.
Yeah. Yes. And then,
Unison shared you the special secret code in DeepBot, apparently.
Hey, Jiru.
Jiru! Alright, we're going to lower this one down. This one's only 15 minutes. If you guys have not entered any of our raffles or don't know what to do with it, basically all you have to do is exactly like Unison typed in there. Explanation mark, ticket 1, ticket space 1. If you need to know how many Brobucks you currently have in your account, it's explanation mark Brobucks, which is spelled BROBUX. And that'll tell you your current balance of Brobucks and how much you have to spend on raffles and those things. We have a very advanced accrual rate here, so just hanging out in channel, you earn some Brobucks pretty quickly. And we're going to do additional raffles throughout the day, throughout the recourse. We'll probably just do Brobuck raffles while we're on the air. You'll have to pay attention to the chat to do it. You can also do some bank heists and other things and talk in this chat. We'll be talking back to you in chat, but we will not be interrupting the live stream. We are recording it, so we are going to post the stream of CitizenCon up as soon as we can back on our website, probably before they'll have it on YouTube. So that way we can, get that information out there to people as fast and as live as we can. Then immediately after the stream, even if you're going away to another stream or if you're hanging with us the whole time, be sure to come back because we're having an after party where we're going to be drawing the Connie for one lucky winner out there. That Connie drawing is still live. You can still enter it. I think you have anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour left on that. Let me double check the timer. You're still able to enter that contest for 77 minutes. It has 77 minutes left on that. That's pretty good. Say, we'll go ahead. But if you don't know how to enter it, go ahead and go over to Star Citizen 24. Make sure to get in that entry as soon as you can. You're eligible for 10 entries if you haven't entered it yet. If you've already entered the Connie, you can get 3 additional entries per day, which means if you haven't hit the buttons today, hit them now. I would love to see somebody that's actively in the channel, one of our anchor people, win that thing. Let's just do it. Let's make it so. Let's see here, get that done.
I'm so excited.
I am super excited, but there's the link, guys. Go over to Star Citizen 24. Enter those contests like while you can right now. We will be announcing additional future contests, so please stay tuned with the channel and check out what else is happening. So it's going to be a great day. I think we're going to do some extra hanger flare at the after party too, because I imagine I'm going to be breaking out the older Captain of Morgan for the after show. Just can't do it this early. It's a little too early for it. Won't make it through the whole stream. This is probably going to be, what, 2 to 3 hours long, maybe? I don't know.
Most likely.
We'll see. Hopefully.
It's going to be longer than the last one because it's CitizenCon and it's yearly.
You would think. You would think we'd have a lot of little expose and stuff. But I'll be live here with you in chat the whole time, guys. I'll be watching both the hitbox and the actual things. What's up, bud? You want to say hi? Real quick. All right, Bobby's here. He's going to say hi real quick, everybody. Wave right there in the camera.
Hi.
Yeah, they can see you there. There you go. All right. We'll see you later, bud. So there's this brief interrupt saying, hey, my co-pilot. This thing rolling here. So we got 11 minutes, 33 seconds left in the raffle. Only just right now under 15 minutes mark for CitizenCon live stream. I'm so excited. What are we gonna do, Fred? We're gonna do the wave. We gotta do something. It's gonna happen. I'm pumped about this. This is gonna be so cool. Yep. I don't know if the embed will work. We'll have to see. I got it set up 2 different ways. We'll see which way actually functions well. It'll be a really awesome sauce. So, as we were talking about with all that stuff, the other thing, did you guys touch upon with the EVA thing about how the Caterpillar has catapults for people on it?
No, we haven't touched on that yet.
That's crazy. I mean, literally crazy. And the fact they got catapults on the Caterpillar to launch people across. I gotta see if I can find a screen of that real quick. I was just blown away.
Now here's kind of my question. That like I think I should be more clear about my understanding of the situation. But so there's gonna be EVA suits, right? Are these gonna be different than the space suits we currently are using? Because the thrust generated by this is terrible.
There's
Like,
different types of them.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have some different elements to them, but I imagine
this.
you're using what you got to start with.
I think what we have right now is a flight suit, not an EVA suit.
Okay, because like I'm imagining like getting launched out into space and just
And then you just have
floating
to
on
hold the
forever.
button down and forever.
Right, because those spacesuits don't generate enough thrust. You know, you're pretty much gone forever if you use those things.
Yeah, pretty much. It seems that way. Let's see here. Here we go. Let's see if I can bring this up real quick. So there's a breakdown on some of the Caterpillar modules we looked at. I'm trying to see if I can find the one where it has like catapults. Yeah.
Catapult things. They look like weird little beds that you lay down.
Well, the problem is that it's just a blocked out form, and it's just
yeah, but still, I was like, they just look like beds, and they're just gonna go somewhere.
Well, they're definitely a lot more. Like if you look at the hospital beds, like those are drawn in pretty well. But the launcher system, oh, and right there you got the bunks.
Yep, they had the bunks there.
Right. So you can definitely see that you can lay down into it. I'm gonna get launched out that way.
Yeah. Let's see.
You guys see in the Constellation commercial, right?
The Constellation what?
Commercial.
I think so. It's been
Long
a while.
time ago.
Yeah, a long time ago.
The
When
one with
the Constellation
they go down.
onto the planet, and they, you know.
Yeah.
Well, the suits that they were wearing were RSI essential flight suits. Because at the DES on there, just like the Aurora ES. So, therefore, they're probably going to have a whole line of those suits.
Yeah. They're showing one of the workshops there on that scene I saw there. We got the workshops and stuff. But the catapult's pretty much like, they look exactly like that right there, right? These beds. They lay down and the doors come down on the side and then they like shoot you out. It's like a catapult mechanism. Yeah, see it says launch module removed right there.
Yep. And they they definitely said if you're not careful, you will
Go splat.
go head first into the side of whatever it is you're aiming at.
Absolutely.
So don't be using a flight suit.
Well, I mean, I don't know if it depends on the range, you know? It's like, I wonder if the catapults have like a, you know, you can, like, how far, how much pressure, you know? I mean, you know, is it far away, you know? And somebody did ask him if you could shoot people into the sun if you wanted to. It's like, it could be like piracy walk the plank type stuff if you wanted to, I guess. You strap them to the catapult launcher and you, like, shoot them into the sun. It's like, that's, yeah, I think you're not going to recover from that.
Well, the only way he's not going to recover from that is if he doesn't have a spacesuit on in the first place. Because he could just stop himself.
I don't think the catapults, like, I think depending on how hard these things crank up, I don't think they're going to be that easy of like, hey, we're just going to recover. You know, oh, we're just putting the air brakes on my flight suit. I think this is like a projection thing to where if you crank it up, it don't matter what you have. You're still going to have to slow down because you have inertia. You know, it's not like, I'm fine.
Yeah, but they're not going to be flying close enough to the sun that he's not going to be able to stop in time.
Never say never. I've seen some people do some stupid stuff in games. You never know. People might like blow up their own spaceship flying too close to the sun and like gets a little heated. It's like, oh, we cooked everybody. It could happen.
Well, then that's not launching the guy into the sun. That's launching everybody into the sun.
That's
because
true.
You're just driving up to it.
It's true. It could go that way.
I would say launching someone into the sun should count as permadeath, and their character should be immediately.
I would think so. I don't think
I
they're just gonna
agree.
come patch you up out of that. I think that's a little.
If you actually hit the sun, yes, or get anywhere.
I don't even know. I think you'd be long dead before you hit the sun. Technically, I think you'd be like
you'd be a corpse.
You'd be a bacon.
A roasted marshmallow.
A large piece of bacon there. 8 minutes, guys.
I can't believe it. We're almost there.
I know, we're almost there. It's gonna be so good. Alright, so quick bullet points, what everybody's looking for. What's the most exciting thing that you're looking forward to here, Zealous, to see here coming up in the next 8 minutes?
We should do a poll.
What do you think they're gonna launch with? What do you think they're gonna start with?
Do a poll, Mitt.
Do a poll?
Do a poll.
That's a hard poll.
You know, you got FPS. I mean, we kind of know roughly what.
Well, what do you think they're going to lead in with? What do you think they're going to show us first? Let's not even go with what the best thing is. What do you think we're going to see out the gate when they come up? What's the first thing they're going to show us?
A slideshow presentation about Squadron 42, followed by FPS, followed by Baby PU.
Yep. Okay. Fred, what do you think?
Yeah, I think Grizz was probably accurate. Is like, okay, where they started from, you know, kind of a history throwback to where, the years have passed. You know, this is what, going on the 3rd year?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, they're going to look back at all the other events that have happened. And
I think they're going to start out with the recap a little bit, because they always do it's going to be the montage. Right, the montage of like this is how far we've come and all this stuff. But I think they're gonna go, and I agree with Val. I think they're gonna show Nick's landing first.
or the star map. They were supposed to release the star map.
I think they'll show either the star map and then lead into Nick's land. It's gonna be a flow. It's gonna be a slow build up. Right?
Yeah.
So they'll show like the retro, like, hey, look how far we've come. We had stick figures walking around the screen before, and now we have fully fleshed things. It's like if they announce that they're doing circulatory systems on people, I'm gonna scream because we don't need that much detail. It's like so good.
Or do we? We might.
No.
Like, what if you're in the middle of FPS and you forgot to take a shit before?
And if you cut your thumb, you can get an infection. It can slowly spread throughout your body, so the medical profession is even more deep. No. We're good. Let's stop where the detail we're at. Let's move forward instead of sideways.
Like, we don't, like, they already said they don't want it that realistic, though, because then it wouldn't be as fun.
They're nearing that possibility at this point. It looks amazeballs, but let's not go too much more. We got 2 minutes, 30 seconds left of the raffle. If you have not been, what, did they delay it? Did they really delay it? I don't think so.
Delay what?
Not
Your
sure,
stream
sorry.
on Twitch is 12 seconds behind.
Oh, that's really good.
I'm pretty sure around there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Six minutes until the actual
Well-
thing goes up here, supposedly, but we'll see.
Correction. They have never started on time.
That's true.
We never
It's
do
always
either.
soon,
Nobody
TM.
does. But we'll stay with you guys. We will cut off the audio for us whenever it goes live. So we'll keep you involved, and we'll be hanging here with you. Don't worry. Never fear. We'll leave you alone. You're all
We'll still be
special
active in
little
chat,
snowflakes.
but we won't be tying up audio.
That's right. Definitely not, because we are going to be trying to, make a recording of it to actually put up too. So that's another incentive not to be doing that. So we'll kill Skype. We'll re-enable Skype when we go to the after show. But we'll be definitely in.
We would be.
So we'll sit in TS.
Our jaws would be on the floor the entire time, so therefore we wouldn't be able to talk.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Unless I make a rudimentary draw out of bacon.
And it's whatever that means.
I have no idea.
No idea what Bacon's ever talking about.
Can we put him in the airlock now?
Yeah, catapult time.
Oh. Yes, catapult me at the other ships.
There you go.
Wait, we sometime, if any of us gets one of those, we need to race a merchantman against someone being catapulted, because
Well, my org already has a few of them, so.
There's that.
that must be done.
That. Just moving some screens around. Nobody be scared. Yet.
Soon, TM.
Yep. Be close here.
It's actually 14 seconds for me on point. Like I'm doing your timer with my timer and seeing how they time together.
Okay.
So it's like 14 seconds.
Oh yeah, apparently Derek Smart is doing a stream on YouTube now, so we can all hit him with reports for harassment.
Don't link it, but
I'm
link
not-
it in Skype.
No, I don't care. I'm not going to it. He can sit there by himself and play with himself all day on YouTube. Let's get this drawing done real quick, guys. Hanger Flare for the win. 15 entries, guys. Drawn in 3, 2, 1. Quiet 50 UL. Quiet 50 UL is the winner. You have 5 minutes to respond in chat. Should he not claim the prize? Obviously, it'll be a reroll, but he has claimed
There he
it.
is.
There it is. So make sure, buddy, that you just go ahead and send me your RSID handle, and then you also have the email and which piece of hanger flare that you want into me from Twitch, please. That would be great. Twitch message. What, babe? I see. That's awesome sauce. Cool deal. All right, so we're nearing the last couple minutes here. Everybody's saying this delayed. I don't know.
Well,
It's not.
The stream is not even on the pending side right now, on their stream.
Yeah.
Like, cause they normally have it. They're normally like half hour late anyways. So.
Well, we'll see. we'll jump into it and we'll see here. I'm playing with buttons and stuff. So let's see. We're looking at it right now. Let's see if
Everybody's
it's-
yelling about Jared in the system chat.
Yeah.
Looks like a 30-minute delay.
Red one, Jared. Red one.
Be back in 30 minutes. That's what they said.
Sam, you red one.
Really?
Yeah, well, the Twitter, CitizenCon is starting soon. We're currently on a slight delay.
I'm getting
The stream will
something.
begin at 8:30.
A weird animation is happening on
Yeah,
our website.
That just means we got more time for more raffles. That's good.
Yeah, like I said, they're normally a half hour late.
Yeah. All right. We can deal with that. That is not a
Aw.
problem. Not
So
a
sad.
problem. Unfortunately, this website is totally invalid then. The hype has been slightly deflated. So we will kill
They
that.
like took a wheel off my hype train.
Yep.
Oh god, somebody's in Explorer number 1. That's sad.
Let's see here. So what we'll do then is we're going to play another video.
Of bacon?
Here you go, Mitt.
What's up?
I put it in Twitter. No, not Twitter. Twitch.
You find one of the things there. Oh, I see. What is that?
That is the freelancer thing.
Tell her that I was talking
Tell
about
her.
earlier.
Yeah, it was just uploaded like 2 days ago. So.
Actually, a day ago. I'm pretty
This
sure.
is the 8th. And today's the 10th. That's 2.
That
Oh.
way,
I think
is that the same thing you linked inside TeamSpeak?
Yeah.
It's cool that they're doing the whole CitizenCon presentation underneath the wing of. I don't even know what kind of plane that is. First, I thought it was a Concorde, but I don't think it's a Concorde.
Yeah, I don't remember. I think they said before, but I didn't get to see it.
Yeah, it's cool they're doing it in that hangar, though.
It says live on their website now, but not their Twitch. Like, there's a little animation now it says live, but...
Yeah, it's not live.
That's their intro, kind of just space filler logo thing.
It's like skinny circles
That's
things.
their background picture. Their offline picture.
Well, we'll check it out in a minute. We're watching through this quick video here.
Daddy, I got Lego friends for my school.
Heck yeah, man.
Grizz wants permission to post a link.
Send it in a message to Kato.
I don't know if I have mod. It hasn't shown me as having mod.
You do.
But
I'm
I'll
VIP, so he could like send it to me and I could do it.
No. Send it to Fred.
Yeah, Grizz, go ahead and just send me the link you want to post, and I'll post it for you.
Because even if you didn't have mod, you have gold, you have everything. You're covered.
That's a huge size difference. I haven't watched this yet, so I didn't even know.
Pretty big.
I told you, it's like 20% bigger.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Oh, it's still deleted when he whispered me.
No, he's got to send it to you in a message.
Oh yeah, it's got to be in a direct message, Grizz.
Yeah, I don't think. I think it's
the whispers work through the channel, and so it's.
And you know, I hate to be that way. We had issues. Not saying you would, but just one of those things. I don't have an arbitrary way to get around.
Is it deep bot or is it night bot? I can't remember.
Deep bot. It's deep bot. It's Mitbot. Mitbot is a dirty, very preclusive bastard who will not allow you to do certain things on my channel. But he's also saved me from a lot of porn links too. So you know, no, just Kato. Kato will get it. That's it.
People have literally put porn links in the chat.
Yes.
Yeah. There's no better way to get a person banned. So we don't allow links anymore at all. We took away all the toys, unfortunately. For most people. We've never had anybody that's actually a thing there, so. Thinking how big the max version is will be with
The thing is
changes.
live.
Yeah.
The thing is live. It's now just a loading background screen on their Twitch.
Yeah.
We'll catch it when it goes live, when they're actually doing their presentation.
Yeah.
I got it right back there. I can see it.
But it's the hype train though. It's so hypey now.
Unfortunately, we're gonna catch all the commercials from them too.
Before the next song.
Since I don't have
But it's all the time
avoid commercial
We've
level
already
anymore.
studied every note, every beat, to bring you this song, your song, right here.
Not up yet. They're still working on getting it ready. They posted in a tweet that they're going to be 30 minutes late. So with that, we still have 27 minutes, but it could be any.
Well, what this allows me to do though is make sure we have all the stuff set up correctly, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's good. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to use the embedded because it won't let me manipulate the screen inside the embed. So that scene's probably toast. It'll have to be a view of the page. Well, because you can't expand it. It'll get this. It'll let me change the video resolution through it all the way there, but we can't change the full screen in that. So I have to go to just the full left monitor, and then we'll go full expansion on it, and we'll get the whole thing. It won't be a big deal. I'll set up another scene while we're working on it in between. And let's get some more raffles going. Since everybody doesn't have VIP in here, let's get some VIP raffles happening.
Vip. Oop. Fop.
Chat
So.
is going insane.
1 month bronze VIP.
It was the same as like the other show. Chat was like, oh my gosh, so crazy.
Yep. Well, that's half the reason. Like, we offer another place for people to be, whether you're watching Hitbox or Twitch over with us, because you can actually interface with people. They can actually see what you're saying. You could always put it on slow mode over there, but it's highly doubt with the volume of people they have that they're actually going to have that many people actually have a conversation about anything in chat. It just doesn't happen in that case. It's impossible. But there you go. All right, let's start a new raffle. We're gonna do a couple VIP raffles here. We're gonna fire them off in pretty rapid succession to keep you entertained. So we're gonna do 10 minutes on these. This one's for 750 Roblox plus 1 month bronze VIP, which means you get that extra love of having the star in your name, and you're gonna get that extra thing
faster.
Way faster.
You can request songs. You can post links.
Absolutely, it's good.
More than just a star.
Be the freedom. The freedom of VIP in the channel. So go for that. If you guys don't know how to enter this raffle, if you're watching on Twitch, all you have to do is put exclamation mark, the word ticket, space 1. And if you do that, then it'll actually come up there and you'll be able to enter that raffle.
I actually didn't get that message, Grizz. I don't know what happened. If you can try sending it again or something.
Just right-click his name, hit message, and then include the link in the message, and then send. Should do that. Should work for ya. We hope. Fingers crossed. Meanwhile, I'll be working on this additional scene here, where we're watching some of this stuff. Let me,
Yeah, follow. I think that's what War Mace is trying to send me.
Yeah.
It's a picture of the new, possibly alleged new ship. So,
oh, really? We got some leakage going?
Dragonfly?
Possible. No, I don't think it's a dragonfly.
Possible leakage happening.
Yeah. Oh, it's not working. Is he whispering? I don't know.
I don't know. You do allow to receive messages on yours, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But I don't know, man.
Fallout can't even link it.
I don't know then.
I think Fallout was just banned.
Okay. Fallout doesn't have VIP, and he's also not a mod. That's probably why. You guys, if you don't have permission to do it and you link it, you're just getting yourself knocked out.
Yeah,
Most
send
people
it. Yeah, send it to some of the mods.
Yep.
It showed up on your chat on the actual stream, just not in
Try
the
it.
chat
Hey,
on our side.
it worked this time.
It worked. There you go.
You might have to unban him. I don't know how to do that. Or untime him out, whatever it is.
You can't untime them out. I mean, I could if I go in and figure it out, but I can't physically do it, guys, because I have too much shit on this computer at once. I can't do it. So that's why I'm asking not to do it, because you're just gonna be stuck.
He had permission and he still got deleted.
Because it's DeepBot superseding anything else with anything else, saying that exclamation mark permit is a Twitch command, it is not a DeepBot command.
I just looked it up and.
Okay. Well, I have mine restricted all links unless you're a mod or a thing. So you guys can try to find workarounds you want, but you're just going to get people banned. You have to do it the way I'm telling you to do it. There's no other way to do it. It won't work. So if you look up how to unban somebody now.
Fallout's back.
There we go. It should just, the first time around, it should just put you in a mute state for a brief period of time. and then the second time starts to do the purge.
Quit trying to post at Fallout. Just direct message me. Otherwise, you're
Or-
gonna get banned.
It's Taketo or me.
Yeah, I'm having trouble getting a message from Grizmaze for some reason, so you might want to try direct messaging Zealous.
Yep, any of the mods in chat, it'd be fine, except for Mitbot, obviously. Mitbot won't respond to you. He'll just look at you like you're an idiot. Those robots are evil bastards.
Yeah,
I think it's 42 minutes till the show starts because there's a 42 and then a timer and it's actually counting down.
That's
We
good.
can see that. I'm pretty sure we all have that there.
Yeah, I do see that now.
We don't know that.
So
Not everyone might.
We're working on it, Luminox. Lumibox. Yes. The dishes? They're dirty. I've been loading them all morning. I didn't run it. I did it like yesterday. Promise they're dirty. Yes.
Yeah, on the website it says 20. On the stream, it actually says 41, which is interesting.
Val wants to redraw the ghost.
Cool. You want to do it right now?
I don't know.
No, we'll do it tonight. I already announced we're going to do it after the main part.
After CitizenCon.
Yeah, after the stream.
Is there any rule for winning the ghost and the Connie at the same time?
Well, the only reason it wouldn't be a rule is because you can't enter the ghost contest. It's from the previous contest. It's a reroll.
Yeah, I know.
So, technically, no, there won't be a restriction. I would hope, the love of God, we wouldn't have the same person win both. Because
the likelihood of that happening is very low.
Very low. Extremely low with the amount of entries we've both had on these things. So, but, you know, if it happens, it happens. In most cases, you will not be able to win those type of prizes the same day. But I don't want to restrict somebody from winning something that was technically drawn over a week ago. So, preview stream. Now they're showing something.
They're showing like everybody sitting down.
Yeah, they're showing the back of people's heads. Awesome, Dave.
And now they're
Let's
not.
see if we can pick out.
And now more delay.
Now it's delayed an extra 15 minutes. They're adding time to it instead of taking it away. What's happening?
They are.
Well, it looks like Fallout's
still
not
working.
banned. So I don't have to find that.
Yeah, this is so weird. It's like time is going backwards, Chris Roberts. What have you done to the universe?
Alright.
Ooh,
Video?
man, the poster from the con.
Nick's crashed. He was banned for 40 seconds.
Who was banned for something? Oh.
Well,
Okay, so by the time I actually found it, like the slightest thing, you were unbanned.
Yeah, it's a...
oh, that's kind of cool. Is that fan art, Zell?
Nope, that's the poster. I'm guessing that they're giving away at CitizenCon. That's not Nick's.
No, that's like
That's this Manchester on it right there.
right. It's definitely Earth.
The ship has two guns on the cockpit.
What are you talking about?
Weird. The Manchester poster, the ship in it. It's like
Yeah.
really high detail.
Lepaco, they always there's always a bit of a delay with these conventions though, so Derek Smart is just being ridiculous.
As always.
That actually might be the ship that they're doing, like the ship right in the middle. But I can't tell because it's the bottom of it. I've never seen the bottom of an F8, but it looks like the F8 kind of.
No, the F8 has a lot. Actually, I see the wing guns also. You can only see 4 guns. The F8 had more guns on the bottom and missiles.
Yeah, I said kind
That's-
of.
I was thinking it would be like an F7, a civilian version of like the F8, or just like a smaller, less militarized. I think bigger than to the Hornet.
Yep.
Looks like a mini Vanguard.
Oh, did you get the picture people were trying to link?
No. Wait, let me look at the messages.
Oh.
Get away, fucking box thing. What? No. I can't see what at the thing there. There it is. There's a stupid, like, pop-out box right over the message. Oh, and it's actually the same picture I just posted. So...
Yeah, I think it's like a civilian version of like a lesser F8. Not the F8 itself, like a lesser one, like F7 or something. That
Words.
seems to be the Idris in the background.
That is the Idris.
Yeah.
Very astute.
And then a bunch of Avengers and Cutlasses.
And a caterpillar.
Where, oh, I see the Caterpillar. There's like 3 or 4 Caterpillars I've seen 2.
I see 3, but only the ass one.
Yeah.
It's like somebody's drunk with the camera. It's like, ah! What? They keep showing, like, scenes of the crowd. Now they're back down to 30 minutes. What's
30.
happening?
Look at this.
Yeah, I remember, like...
I see it, baby.
You can hang on doors and you can wear it.
Cool. Yep, keeps going back down to that. That's hilarious.
I remember, like, watching in the, actually, this is the same thing that happened at CitizenCon, not CitizenCon, but Gamescom. The clock kept on going up and down randomly. Matt, do you have the,
Yep.
The actual Star Citizen stream thing set up already?
Yes, I do now.
Yeah, Val wants you to swap over to that view.
It's
Okay.
no longer moving.
What, moving?
The timer.
Yeah, it's frozen. There we go. That's what you wanted to look at, huh?
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Or, wait, Val, were you talking about the, picture?
I don't have the picture.
It's on TS.
Yeah, I know. Will be eventually.
Oh, and now they have it, as a, that poster as a in-game poster as well.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Hmm.
So now it's a decoration item as well, in game.
You're talking about this Manchester poster?
Yeah, the Manchester poster.
There's the Manchester poster. The blown up version. Well, so what ship were we looking at in this Manchester poster?
The one right in the
The
middle.
middle one.
This one right here.
Yeah, it's not doesn't fit the profile of any currently released ships.
Yeah.
Didn't it look a lot like, what is that, the Vanguard or whatever it is?
Looks kind of like like a cross between the Vanguard and the F8.
It looks like the Vanguard concepts I saw from before. That doesn't look like...
The Vanguard has 2 fuselages, I'm pretty sure, or the equivalent of like 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like the P-38 Lightning.
Apparently I'm getting neon glow-a-stick-ified here for the rave party. Let's see here. We got that. Yeah. I don't know. It does have a little bit different aspect to it. I do see some things.
Yeah.
Some
It
things and
doesn't.
stuff.
It doesn't fit the profile of any currently.
Oh yeah, Fred. I just remembered this. I told this bit last night. Guess what they finally added in our last batch?
In the Arc.
Yeah.
Ooh, what was something we really wanted that? I have no idea.
Bacon?
The big ass pterodactyl.
Oh, yeah. In
The
Arc.
transport.
Just now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finally.
Not impressed.
Yep. Well, not now.
Not now. It would have been cool then, but yeah. Space games are cooler.
Actually,
it kinda was a
Fallout,
space game, though.
They do have lasers.
It kind of was just, well, I guess, I don't know. It didn't happen in space, but yes, it was sci-fi. I'd give you the sci-fi aspect. I don't know if I'd give you the
There
space.
was aliens.
There we go. How about that? It makes a better headband.
Oh
More people.
no. Yeah, Fallout. People were saying it's not going to be very expensive, comparatively. to-
Well, I mean, I don't know. Everything they dropped like $900, $400. It's not that expensive. It's only like $280. It's
Never said that.
expensive, yo. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Countdown has resumed on that scene.
There you are.
I know.
There.
There you go.
Woot woot.
All right, so we got 22 minutes left. We gotta draw this other piece of hanger flare. Let's draw this puppy. Everybody ready? 3.
Oh, I'm ready.
Well,
I thought it
actually,
was-
this is a hanger flare. This is
That's it,
VIP.
that's it.
Sorry, my screen's delayed. So this is VIP plus 750 Robux. So we're gonna draw it in 3, 2, 1. Set middle. Ooh.
Set metal, grats.
Oh yeah, man. Good deal. So you get bronze VIP for 1 month, meaning it'll run all the way through November 10th for you. So that means you'll get extra accrual points. Good job. And you get 750 Brobucks right now off the cuff. Awesome sauce. So you'll be set up for next week's Thirsty Thursday for sure. Here we go. Congratulations.
Woot woot.
Let's run another one of those. Let's just do them every 10 minutes to actually start the show. Everybody might be rich by the time this is over with. 10 minutes. Get in our raffle right now. You can win these back to back to back to back to back. And if you're already a VIP and you win, you get an extra 250 Brobucks in your thing. So it could be 1,000 Brobucks for you.
I
Could get
rigged
set
it.
up.
Sorry.
Yeah. No belief in that. Get my music back on while we're waiting anyway.
The suspense.
Suspense is killing me.
After this, Derek Smart might as well as just go die in a bath of pepperonis.
Well, we won't
Rest
say
in
that.
pepperoni.
Yeah, you don't want to say that kind of thing.
Not
Yeah.
die, but
You
eat
know,
pepperonis
you might get-
in a bath of pepperoni. Rest in pepperoni.
You're gonna be Skype timed out soon, Bacon. Oh my goodness.
Derek Smart's probably getting salty already.
You've already said his name too many times. I don't want to hear his name again.
Can I call him D?
No! Why are we even talking about him? What does it matter? Why don't we talk about Star Citizen stuff? Delayed till 21:30. We're down to the last 20 minutes if you're just joining us, guys. We're getting into this thing. We got some good old VIP raffles happening right now. Earn VIP in the channel. All you have to enter is explanation mark ticket 1, and you too can be part of the fun. Get in there, get that VIP, get those Robux, earn those prizes. It's going to be a great day for Star Citizen. It's awesome sauce. Look, more camera leaks. Look. Here, we should say what he's saying. Oh, my throat. I can't stand it. I'm so choked up after this event.
I have no idea what you're referring to.
Wait, it'll come up if you're watching the stream. You'll see it. They keep fading in cameras. They're doing camera tests.
Oh.
What's that? 2 bracelets. Waste all the glow sticks. Here, yeah, all of them.
In the middle of the day.
In the middle of the day. Why not? They're 6 and 3. They don't care what happens. You want to watch spaceship explode again? I do too. Spaceships exploding are pretty cool.
14 minutes. Is that
14
addressed?
minutes?
Was I just like not paying attention for that long, or did it drop?
I think they're
Dropped.
It dropped. They're like a little fast forward, a little slow, a little fast forward, a little slow. I don't think time really matters. We're in space-time continuum, and they're screwing it all up, so it's happening like crazy sauce. Let's see here.
Very valid point. Mike Lim TW. Time is relative.
Well, we've always seen that like the clock just dropped 3 minutes. Well, I've tabbed over.
The power of Chris Roberts compels you.
You don't want to substantiate these claims of being a cult, man.
Or do I? In the words of Bacon.
Dun dun dun.
There are no buts.
Ship explosions!
Pew. Pew pew.
My favorite one right here. I like this one the bestest. Atmosphere.
Is that the cockpit?
Yeah, it's one where the cockpit goes. Oh, kaboosh! Glass everywhere. I love that one. Fireball.
Bloosh.
Fireball whiskey?
I hate that stuff, to be honest. Always goes
Yeah,
like, oh,
yeah,
look. Everybody's like, oh yeah, drink the Fireball. I'm like, great. Enjoy your bathroom experience the last part of the day. They need to make an emulator where we could just blow up every ship in the game with that type of effect. It just has a button. You just go there. It's like, I want to see a Bengal carrier explode. Boosh, 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 boosh. Ships fly out. Parts of the stuff. It's really cool.
Your PC literally would explode, though.
I think so. It would look like this. It would go. I'd have to have a GoPro so people can see the effect. Spaceship explosions. Under 5 minutes left on this next VIP raffle, guys. Get in it to win it. All you gotta do, explanation mark, ticket, space 1. Get in there. Do it. Do it now. Hello.
Hello, Moto.
Can we please get the mystery ship box present and for Star Citizen this year?
What was that?
Like, it's like,
was what?
We're gonna give you a lottery ticket for Star Citizen, and it's gonna give you a random ship for Christmas.
Yep.
It's, yeah, what did you get? I got a javelin!
Damn you, hangar lighting improvements!
I remember that the lighting guy actually got his like own like segment one time, like an ATV or something like that. And all he was doing was just like adding and moving like light sources.
Yeah.
Which is not an easy job to
Very
get
true.
right.
Very, very true. Alright, let's see here. Get that done. Where are we at on this timer? Oh, we're under 5 minutes. We're going to be cutting it close here. 2 minutes, 50 seconds left on raffle. 4 minutes, 30 seconds till live. Oh my gosh. What's that a shot of? Look, them setting the stage. Leak preview. Special leak right here. Are they actually going to go ahead and run it now?
It's starting.
Oh, really?
It's starting.
Alright. We'll see you guys afterwards.
Later.
Talking chat.
See you, peeps. Do we go to TS now?
Can, but I won't be there.
We're gonna still be in Skype. Okay.
Whole community. However, Ben and the rest of our team suggested that I should read it out to everybody on the stream tonight. So that is what I'm going to do. And it's in English. Yes, English confirmed. So in 2012, I planned Star Citizen's crowdfunding campaign, and I've been running the project's marketing in its entirety up until now. I remember staying up all night with Ben Lesnick almost exactly 3 years ago to rewrite the very first presentation for Star Citizen. And thankfully, I did not do that last night. The kudos goes to the Foundry 42 team and our other teams. I've been surprised on a lot of fronts having done this project, as it is my first entry into the gaming industry. And I can say with full conviction that this is the most challenging yet rewarding project that I have ever worked on. From being the target of an anonymous hate campaign to flowers and gifts and many compliments from a lot of our fans. So thank you to all of you who wrote me a nice customer service ticket. From a lot of our fans. So thank you to all of you who wrote me it really makes my heart and soul and spirit very happy to know that I'm doing something that means so much to so many people. Star Citizen is, and always will be, more than a AAA game. So much more. Star Citizen speaks to the pure essence of humanity and the purpose of human beings, and I firmly believe that this is why there are so many passionate people on both sides of the fence. Please raise your hand if you have made at least one heartfelt connection with another human being while being part of this project in any shape or form. Please give up a smile for one memory on Star Citizen that has absolutely made your day. And recount an experience you have had that has made you believe in the power of being part of something truly special and creating something great from nothing as part of a growing community with common interests. We are represented by 243 unique countries, 31,218 organizations. On the forums, the fans have created 260,912 threads with 5,593,512 replies, 1,622 comlinks published since October 2012, 1,406 citizen spotlights, 222 deep space radars, 232 live streams on the Community Hub since we've launched. Our whole team gives everything to deliver the best experience possible, and in return, we are both humbled and grateful to all of our passionate fans who respond how they feel that they want to. Some of you tell a friend, some of you give us fan gifts, give us compliments and fan mail, and many other forms of reciprocation. Speaking for myself, I have cried on many occasions hearing fans recount to me how much I have helped change their lives for the better. It makes me really happy and makes the countless hours and sacrifice to the work worthwhile. In conclusion, I would like to thank from the bottom of my heart our whole team and all of our fans for sharing this opportunity and experience to see our shared dreams come true. Thank you. Thank you. But in truth, just a little. Oh my gosh! Thank you. Thank you.
Sandy's group wanted to surprise her with these, so they basically just told me I needed to interrupt, but we kind of in the middle of the whole thing. But anyway, here you go.
Thank you. Thank you. It's not like I'm not taking the flowers. I just wanted to end with that I signed on to this project because I truly believed in Chris's vision, and I really wanted to help him make this vision come true. Being his wife, as you all know, it's not a secret. And so without further ado, the man who creates all of this, Chris Roberts.
We're going to play a video about how we got here. Thank you, Amy. All right. Okay. Welcome to CitizenCon. This is the 3rd anniversary of us actually starting the crowdfunding campaign. It's amazing to be standing here and have such an amazing community and such an amazing team behind me and in the other offices around the world. So we thought it would be appropriate to start CitizenCon we normally do with a sort of introspection of the past 3 years. So I'm going to play this, watch this, and we'll carry on.
Please welcome to the stage, Chris Roberts.
Good morning, everyone. So I'm going to build a universe. I'm going to do a PC game like the old Winkmanners I did, which was if you've got a great PC, this is really going to show it off. You're not going to be able to get this experience anywhere else. I'm hoping that a lot of you want to be in this universe, because I do, and I want to play this game. By the way, the one on our main site is still counting down from 20. Another countdown. Hey. Cheers. Cheers. Obviously, we don't have many people in it right now, but over the next. So in here is my office, and the idea is to try and have an open work environment so everyone can communicate and talk to each other. And then so this is the basic hacker. So this is the inaugural tent for the chairman. But congratulations, guys, you're deserved winners.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Around the Verse. This is our very first show, which we're very excited about.
Well, welcome to the new office. We are really excited to be here, settling in, and what I want to do now is introduce you to some of the guys.
Office space that we're in here in Frankfurt.
This one?
Current office space.
Welcome to the office.
Welcome to Ealing Studios in London, England, and we're doing amazing things with both Star Citizen and Squadron 42. It's not financed by some big corporation, it's not financed by some big investor, it's financed by all you out there. And I'm looking forward to showing you stuff from Squadron 42 and Star Citizen as we develop it.
Today we got 991,278 Star Citizens, so we're almost at 1 million. We have 4 offices and 270 dedicated staff. And if you actually take a look at the numbers there, you'll sort of see how we've gone from about 8 people in December of 2012 to 270 now. And you can see how we're increasing. Hopefully we're not going to carry on exponentially increasing all the time. But we've been ramping up to deliver the game that you guys have backed, that we want to make, that you guys want to play. And so I know there's been some noise recently, but as you can see, we have more people today than we did a few months ago. And even with some of the changes that we've made, we're actually have more people working on the project than we have ever before. And that's all down to you guys, because we wouldn't be able to do it without your guys' support. So we really, really appreciate that, because everybody that's on the team, whether it's here in the UK, we have 130 people here in the Manchester office, which is pretty amazing. If you saw in the video, just 18 months ago, they were moving in. And I don't know, Aaron, how many did you have when you moved in here? Maybe like 10 people or 15?
There was 6 when we started.
6 when you started. So, and what we're going to show tonight, a lot has been done by the incredibly talented team here in the UK. A lot's been done by the new team we have in Frankfurt, and also the team we have in Austin and the team we have in LA. And we couldn't do it without the incredibly just talented group of individuals we have that, I've been working with these guys for the last few weeks here on getting some of this stuff done here, and there isn't a more dedicated bunch of folks. We're there every night till pretty late. In fact, I think some of the stuff we'll show later on, Declan, who's one of our designers, I think was up for about 24 hours putting together. Not to say that everyone should be up for 24 hours working on stuff, but when you're going to show it to the whole community, sometimes you want to make sure you show something really great. So, and we really want to. I mean, this is a game that's a game of our dreams, and I think it's a game of your guys' dreams. So, there's not a single person on this team that doesn't feel that way, and if there honestly was someone that didn't feel that way on our team, they shouldn't be part of the team, because everyone here is dedicated to making the best possible game, and it's not just a game; it's a universe we want to build. So there you go. All right. So we're sort of going to talk about the upcoming plans. The first thing that we're going to release, which is going into sort of the wider test next week, is SC Alpha 1.3. And then it should be shortly in the hands of you guys there afterwards. So it's an incremental step beyond what we currently have. So we've got a couple of new weapons. We haven't actually had any new weapons in the game since the end of last year. So we've got a couple of fun ones. There's a huge ballistic cannon that's about size 4, and a mass driver that's about size 2 that's really good for sort of long-distance sniping. More emotes, character loadout selector, a bunch of extra stuff in ArcCorp. Things like improved elevator and chat and AR. Come on, move. Buggies are actually now going to be down in ArcCorp. Respawn, because if you kill yourself in the buggy, you're going to have to respawn. We're increasing multiplayer, so we're aiming to try to get significantly more than I think the 25 we have now, more closer to 40 if we possibly can. So the testing is looking good for that. Updated hangar lighting, which I think we've shown a bit. Better sort of networking, dead reckoning, and a whole bunch of sort of little polish touches. So that will be in your guys' hands very, very shortly. And then the bigger thing is what we're calling Star Citizen Alpha 2.0. And this is going to be the beginning of the full Star Citizen universe. So we've sort of made a decision to put, so instead of multi-crew and instead of it being Arena Commander, we're putting you in the beginning of what is the Star Citizen universe. So at the start, it's just going to be around Crusader, which is a huge gas giant. It's in the Stanton system. And in SC Alpha 2.0, everything's going to be in. So you're going to have the space flight, the EVA, the first-person combat shooting, social, and we actually have missions. So there's lots of different areas to visit. There's something like currently 38 different missions you can sort of do around it. So you'll be able to fight against AI or fight against other players or cooperate with other players. So it's going to be sort of a big sandbox for people to play around in. And it's sort of enabled by the large world technology. So just to give you an idea, the playable area on the large world map that we're currently using is 1 million kilometers by 1 million kilometers by 200 kilometers high. So that's, well, if you just want to talk about square area, it's about 1 trillion kilometers. And if you want to actually talk about the overall volume, what was it? 200 quadrillion kilometers. So to give you an idea, I think we were trying to figure out other games. The biggest game that we could find online that was said was the Elder Scrolls 2, which is meant to have 161,000 kilometer square map. And then there was Lord of the Rings, which I think 71,000 kilometer square map. And Skyrim's actually smaller than those. So in terms of layout and area, that's why we have the large world, is so we can put huge areas in them and play solar systems. I do realize that a full solar system's much bigger than 1 million kilometers wide, although on some level we'll do some compression of play spaces, because you don't want to be, even at 0.2 speed of light, you don't want to be sitting for 3 hours like in quantum travel. But we're definitely, I mean, it's a huge play area. I mean, no one's going to feel compressed here. And that's what we're putting you in. The actual area around Crusader that we're going to put you in is a portion of that, but still very, very big. Obviously, we've got the multi-crew technology in SC Alpha 2.0, so all the ships have local grids, not just the big ones. So the 300i, the Aurora, you can walk around in them as you fly around. We have the zone streaming system. And let's go on to the next one. Well, I guess, there we go. So what you're going to find there. So Crusader is one of the planets in the Stanton system. It's the home of Crusader Industries. And around it, there are the 3 moons, Selen, Yela, and Daymar. And we've got those 3 moons in there. We have 3 large space stations that you can visit and play. So Port Alisar is this where you start. And you saw an early version of that in the Gamescom demo. It's being fleshed out, and we'll have a little more polish by the time this is finished, which is not very far from now. Then there's going to be the security post Korea, which is sort of what we designated as our FPS area to have combat in. And so we'll show some of that. And we have the Kovalex shipping hub, where you can go and get, you can go there, check out, maybe find some items or clues, data logs, and potentially some missions you can do. So it's going to be a whole play area. There we go, come on. So we have quite a few offline communication arrays. I think there's about 6 of them in the map. Is that right? 8. I see 8. And you can go and part of the setup actually in the Crusader setup is pirates have been attacking the area and turning the communication satellites offline, and so the communications have been spotty, and you have to actually go and turn some of them back on, and that will help open up some destinations you can go visit, as well as new missions you can do. So there's research satellites that you can use to look for new jump points, and we also have a bunch of service platforms that will allow you to rearm, refuel, and repair. So we have fuel in the game, and also repair and rearming and stuff. So there's a lot to do, and I think I'm actually kind of looking forward to seeing what people do in SC Alpha 2.0 in terms of posted videos on YouTube and Twitch and Livestream. I think it'll be pretty cool. One other big change. There we go. All right. The other big change is, I think we've talked about this before, but we're adding a lot more modes, the IFCS, the Intelligent Flight Control System. So we basically have 4 modes. Precision maneuvering, which is sort of the low-speed maneuvering, takeoff, landing, or for instance, if you're like close to a space station, or you were mining, or doing stuff that you would need to be precise movements and control it so you don't run into things. SCM, Space Combat Maneuvering, which is the mode that right now that you play in Arena Commander, which is set up for sort of space combat in terms of speeds, G-force stresses, and then there's Super Cruise, which is somewhere between Quantum, which is really fast, and Super Cruise is significantly faster than what you do at SCMs, potentially about 1,000 kilometers per second, or 1,000 meters per second, not 1,000 kilometers per second. And when you're at Super Cruise, it's good for sort of running away, but you can't maneuver nearly as fast, obviously, because the G-forces are heavy. And then, of course, there's quantum travel, which we showed at the Gamescom demo, and you'll see tonight. And so those are sort of the 4 levels of travel. Certain levels of them, like quantum, require fuel. Some things like Super Cruise will require fuel. So you can, there's a lot more you can do, and we need those different variations of speeds in the IFCS because you've got a much bigger play area, there's much more things you can do, and we're slowly starting to bring in the elements that we want in the final game. So having said that, we're now going to show you a demo of working in SC Alpha 2.0, all live like we did last time. So let's play a little bit and sort of kind of see all the things that we've talked about being all together. All right? Take it away, Andy, and I'll talk you through. Okay, so here we are. There's 64 different places you can spawn in. There's sort of your habitats, or not your habits, your little sort of cabins. So when you join the Large World /SC Alpha, there's various different rooms. There's your own particular rooms. So here we got 4 of our folks here. And we're on Port Olisar. So I think we're going to head to the atrium. Okay, and so when you spawn on the space station, you can go to these different terminals and call up one of your ships to be on one of the landing pads. So we're going to pull up a Constellation. So we're all, because, and so it tells us what landing pad, how many landing pads do we have on Port Olisar? 10. I think there's 10 landing pads. So you spawn, you have your ship spawn, and they'll stay on that landing pad for a period of time. If you don't claim it after a while, they'll be put back in the hangar, basically. So, let's get our merry band of brothers together and head to the Constellation. And the space station is built out with access to all the 10 landing pads and stuff. So it's built out in a much larger scale than we did on the Gamescom demo. Did we go to the wrong door to get to the landing pad? One of our players is taking a Hornet, so we're taking a Hornet, and the other 3 are going to be on the. So I guess this was on landing pad 2, and then the other guys are on 4, which you can see over here. And if we look over here, we can see the guys walking out on the landing pad over there. All right. Okay, let's get up into the Constellation. The Constellation is almost done. It'll be done when we ship this. It's missing a few little bits, but if you take a look, it's quite beautiful. So, as we said before, the Constellation's had a complete overhaul. It's built up to the quality that the Retaliator is now. Whole extra level of detail.
Anvil Aerospace. All systems online. Scanning landing gear. Raised. Autopilot. Disengaged. Bogey.
We should cut back into the constellation. How about a view from inside too? Would be kind of cool, huh? Okay. Now we're gonna head to this communications satellite to turn it back on, which has been sort of sabotaged by pirates. There's likely there'll be pirates spanning. Yeah, yep. So we're in hyperdrive. So you move around here a little bit. So it's kind of pretty cool to.
Drive deactivated.
Right. So here we are, coming up to the communications satellite.
Scanning. Bogey.
Oh, looks like there's some pirates around here, so we probably should go fight them. So, I know, it's a surprise.
It's a trap!
Yeah, so this is part of the SC Alpha 2.0. So there's various areas, so like these are AI pirates that would spawn around the communication satellite they've disabled. Oh, see the Hornet just go past. There we go. Should we get in the someone get in the turret?
Scanning. Bogey. Shields charging. Shields charging. Bogey scanning.
Stop here, and we'll show one other feature, which is allow you can go in and out of EVA in any vehicle, including single-seat fighters. So. So we'll head in here to. You can see him EVAing right there. So let's EVA into the communication satellite. right, okay, so we've put the comm satellite back online and we'll have some new nav coordinates now. So we'll just get out. As you can see, there's some damage was taken on the Constellation that we're going to go, and when we get on our ship, we'll go ahead and repair it. So let's go into the Hornet.
Quantum drive activated. Quantum drive deactivated.
And so this is one of the many refuel, repair, and rearm stations that will be in the SE Alpha 2.0.
Scanning. Bogey. Bogey.
There we go. That's one of the refuel rearm paths.
Landing gear deployed. Landing complete.
And here come the drones. And we're going to have a more involved repair mechanic for players and also for the NPCs when we, as the Citizen universe progresses. But short term, this is the first iteration. Which longer term, when you've got you can earn UEC and persistence, which will be one of our next milestones beyond this. You could earn money doing missions, and then it would cost you money to repair, rearm, refuel. Okay.
Raised autopilot disengaged.
So now we're going to go to Security Port Korea and check that out. This is sort of the kind of dedicated FPS area that we have. And longer term, as we carry on building this out, we're going to have areas that you will have not just AI ships, but AI individuals on foot that you will also have fights with in combat and meet them and talk to them and do all the rest of the stuff. So as I said, what we're doing here is absolutely the foundation of everything that Star Citizen is going to be.
Quantum drive activated. Quantum drive deactivated. Scanning. Quantum drive deactivated. Bogey.
All right. And this is the area that will be in the first release that will have sort of weapon drops and stuff. So if you come here, you'll be able to get weapons and stuff that you wouldn't normally have, and then use those to shoot other people if you want. Or defend yourself. Either one of the two things. Go. Yeah. It's a big ship. You got to be careful with it. All right. I think this is one of our merry band that was in the Hornet, and if we come around here, we'll see the rest of the folks at some point coming out. There we go. Down we go. Here they come. I believe there's a data center in the center of here that you can reactivate, which I think is where we're going. And it's sort of like a command and control point. So if you come and you control this area, you'll get missions and stuff. And so the idea is when we have this running, people will hopefully come here and try and control and fight over the area. So, well, there we go. Here we have some people do it right now. So we have four outlaws that have been playing by the 4 guys over on this side. And there's also some weapon drops around here, so hopefully we can find a few of them. And there's some recharge stations for energy weapons there, and there's some ammo drops and various weapon drops around here. Right. Okay, these are the outlaws. Outlaw. Hey, did you guys kill all the Marines? I guess they're gonna steal the Constellation now. So we don't actually rehearse this. Sometimes the Marines win, sometimes the outlaw guys win. I think this was pretty much a whitewash. I guess it's all your bases belong to us, or all your Constellation belongs to us. Feels good. It's a use dance. Here we go. These are the various destinations you can see. So it's going to be a huge amount of, just even in the first drop, there's going to be a massive amount of places to visit in the large world and play. So we're pretty excited by that. We've been sort of playing this the last week or so here in the UK, and it's actually kind of fun. People shooting each other in the face and flying around and doing stuff. You know, one of the, I think the big things from this is to let you guys know that we sort of decided that, you know, FPS is really integral to the whole experience. And so you know, our focus is we're going to give you SC Alpha 2.0 with all that. That's actually going to be, I don't want to give you dates because everyone gives me shit for giving you dates. So let me say it's in the near future. We're not very far away from being content and functionality complete in that, so I'm pretty confident that that will be in your guys' hands in the near future, and in the near future I mean inside. Soon. There's been a lot of hard work to get all the stuff in there. There's going to be a little bit more hard work for it, but I think it's going to be a great experience, and I'm really looking forward to seeing everyone fly around and adventure and kind of make their own little stories up, and then we're going to slowly build out from there. A universe. So the other thing that we have here is, since we're just going a little corner of the universe, it's kind of interesting because we want to show you, because we are actually going to build out from that spot and build out the whole Star Citizen universe. We have the Arc Star map, which we've talked about for a while, and it's going to start out on our web platform, although it doesn't look like anything you would ever see on a web platform. And the same setup, database, views, shaders, all the rest will also be what's inside the game, for your skyline on your Moby Glass, your nav computer, your holo nav table. Of course, those will have additional navigation and plotting features. But I thought it would be great to have David Haddock come up and talk you through it. So we have David Haddock, our lead writer, who David and his team and Turbulent and Gamerzone, who have been working with Turbulent in Montreal, have been building this star map, and they've been doing an amazing job. So I'm going to put it over to Dave. He's going to walk you through it. I think you're going to like what you see.
Yes. Hello, Manchester. So Jeff here is going to assist us.
Is this working? Is this on?
Sorry?
Is this on? Is it working? We good? Okay.
So yeah, I mean, you know, we've sort of talked in lore a lot about a lot of the systems and a lot of the planets that you're going to be visiting, but we've always been a little cagey about how they all connect together and exactly what they are. So this is basically going to be your first look at the Star Citizen universe. So let's take a look.
All right.
So this is exactly where you guys just left. So this is Crusader, one of the planets in Stanton. And if you pan around, you will see that we actually have representations of some of the locations that you were just at. So again, you know, basically what we've been doing is, this is part of the thing we actually mentioned, I believe on one of the 10 for the Writers, about talking with astrophysicists and stuff like that to try and make it as real as possible and use kind of scientific data and stuff like that to make it as believable and yet still awesome and cool and stuff like that. So this is a planet, but we're not just doing a planet in this game. So why don't we take a step back?
Do you want me to start by showing off the information wheel, or should we go to some of the systems? All right.
So each planet will have basically, each kind of location will have basically what they call the disk here, which will give you planetary information, which you can bring up right there, and also information on some of the landing zones that you'll be able to visit, and also options that we will get to in a second. You can bookmark stuff, obviously. Basically, this is just going to be a way for you guys to immerse yourself in everything. It's going to be pretty outstanding, and you can also have routing options, which we'll get into in a second. But outside of that, you can now see the rest of Stanton's system. So this is home to the 4 corporations that have bought planets, basically. And so you have Hurston, ArcCorp, Crusader, and Microtech. Also, you have Celestial Bodies. And for example, and also you have jump points. So you can see exactly, you know, where these jump points are in position to the planets and stuff like that. And again, this is all we're still early on in this process, so this stuff will shift a little bit as we kind of figure out gameplay and, you know, work with design and stuff like that. But a fun thing real quick, I mean, if we want to show sensors, if you're traveling through a system, it's helpful to know where to not go if you want to not get attacked. So we have basically 3 sensors. So this one shows you population density, so where in the areas in the system that have life forms, basically. The middle one, economy, where do you go if you have stuff you want to sell? And it's a sort of a universal number, so it can be illegal stuff too. And which I'm sure none of you are going to do. And this is threat. So crime zones, places that you might want to avoid if you don't want to get into a fight and stuff like that. So as you can see, it is absolutely beautiful. But again, this is one system, and we're talking about a universe. So let's take one more step back. So there's Stanton. And that is everything. So here you can see each one is marked. We have all the various factions: UEE, Banu, Vandal, Xi'an, developing systems, and unclaimed systems, which generally get known as pirate systems. And so yeah, this is basically your map. This is going to be the playground that ultimately is Star Citizen. Now systems are great, but obviously you got to get to them. So let's turn on some jump points.
Yep. These are small ones. Any small ship can use these, but anything larger can't, unfortunately. These are the medium ones, which again, medium ships like the Freelancer can use. And finally, the large jump points. And if I just switch to 2D, we can see how this all joins together.
And also super fun, if you mouse over, you can see what jump points are connected to whatever system. So you can get a sense of basically traveling. How do you traverse this very, very varied and dangerous and exciting universe? So basically, all of these systems have descriptions. All of these systems have planets that have been locked down. So basically, you get to kind of wander around and see what the planets are and stuff like that.
Should we try and plot a journey then?
Why don't we, I think so, yeah. I mean, yeah, let's do it. So yes, in addition to this, which is truly awesome, they've built in a system for planning out routes. So we're going to basically chart a course from Crusader and Stanton to go to Earth in Seoul. And ultimately, this is going to have a bunch of options to it. So right now, we're sort of working with sort of base AU distances and stuff like that. But you'll be able to decide, if you want to take a safer route, if you want to take the most fuel-efficient route, or if you want to take the fastest route. You can decide how you want to get to that system. And the thing that we had marked earlier, with the routing options on these individual planets, if you've been attacked 18 times in Pyro and you don't ever want to go to Pyro again, you can mark that system so your routes will avoid it. So it will take you around it, so you don't get attacked for a 19. Yeah. All right, so we've got a route. We've decided, all right, we're going to go take some stuff from Crusader to go to Earth, and let's plot it out. So this is our route. Now you have several ways you can do it. You can kind of step through it a la like a Google Map type thing. Also, we should show them a jump point.
Yeah, let's take a look at jump point then. This is the Magnus to Ellis jump point. And you can see this little trail leading off of it. And in the background, you can see Ellis.
Yeah, you actually can see where it's pointing towards, the system that it's pointing towards, which is really cool. So your next system. And then we move on to Killian. And again, also if you look at the system map, you can see there's demarcated the green zones and also frost lines. So we're trying to figure that stuff out so it becomes, again, kind of as scientifically accurate as we can make it. So this is Killian. This is the naval home base. Actually, yeah.
Should I just skip us through to Earth now?
Let's do it. Go for it. And this takes us to Earth. So with this, you also, like I said, you can scan around. You can see landing zones. So we have the 3: New York, Moscow, and Shanghai marked out, and stuff like that. So again, I mean, this is basically just going to be an initial look at everything that is the Star Citizen universe. And yeah, it is super amazing and a lot of fun to play around with. And we really look forward to you guys taking a look at it. And we also just got to say to Benoit, Ken, Scott, Benjamin in LA, Sherry, Adam, Will in Austin, Rob, Jason, Evan, and Tony, and everybody at Turbulent and everybody in CIG. This is big contributing to this.
And the Gamers Zone team.
And the Gamers Zone team, yeah. It's
Built the
truly
3D stuff. They did a great job. And this is available as of now on the website for people to play around with.
So enjoy.
Thanks, Dan.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Back to the presentation. So that's fun. That sort of shows kind of where, we're starting in a little baby corner of it, but we're going to start fleshing out from there, building the universe out, allowing you guys to expand with us building the universe out. Because we know everyone would like to be playing sooner than later. So if you wait for us to finish every single one of those systems, it will be a bit longer than I think everyone wants to wait. All right, on to our next thing here. Okay, so one extra thing that we're here, this is something that was one of the original pledge goals, was a Million Mile High Club. So not everyone has it, but some people have this, and they can invite their friends. This will, you and your friends, you can get any elevator in ArcCorp, and eventually when we have more locations, they'll be set around the universe. You got a doorman, you got a main bar area, sports room, dedicated bartender serves drinks. So don't drink too many of them before you fly, I think, jukebox. And you can invite organizations or individual players. You have your trophies, a big aquarium. So it's just like another location of real estate that you can do. And we're going to have that by the end of this year for folks. So hopefully that'll be fun for everyone. And we're going to update you on the joysticks. I'm going to bring Carl Jones up, who's our Chief Operating Officer and our Head of Business Development, because he's been working directly with Cytec, and he's a British national. Right,
hello.
Shall I pull these back?
No.
Here you are. You want to click those last 3 slides since you know which ones to go to? There you go.
Okay. Hi, nice to meet you all. I'm Carl Jones, Chief Operating Officer, and I take care of business development. One of the things I've been handling very closely is our work with our partners, one of which, of course, is Cytec. And I wanted to update you all on the work that's been going on since we showed you the first kind of concepts at Gamescom. So we've been working with the team at Cytec, who I can tell you are as passionate about what they're doing as our team is about building Star Citizen. These are some really talented guys there, and they really want to deliver the best Star Citizen HOTAS and controller suite that they can. So already we've been making some changes to the early designs. We've enlarged the size of the initial HOTAS that they're going to build. We wanted to make it more stable, and we wanted to have space for more controls. We want to be able to really have a HOTAS, you know, that you don't take your hands off. The footprint itself has also been enlarged so that you have a more stable device.
Should I pull this out?
Not yet.
Not yet. All right, sorry. You tell me.
Don't you show that
It's
yet.
Key. Sorry.
As you can see on the diagram there, we have some space for extra buttons. Don't do it.
No, Carl's tough. I'm not going to cross him.
Now, as you know, the idea of the HOTAS is that we can split it apart and we can combine it with other devices. So if you want to play with a keyboard or if you with a throttle attached, if you want to play with 2 joysticks, this should all be possible with a suite of devices. So they've been working on some specific technology to make that robust, easy to take apart and put back together, and also adding some extra stability so that throttle can stand by itself. So I think that means I can show you this one.
Oh, okay.
This one.
Terrible. Over this way.
This side.
Oh, sorry.
Chase. This side. Okay. So this is the new mock-up we have. As I explained, you can see this is going to split apart, and you're going to be able to attach this to a keyboard. You're going to be able to have the extra buttons on the front there, as you can see. We have trackballs and various different controls that we're trying to use here for your aiming to make it as precise as possible. So it should be as easy to control as using a mouse or any other kind of controller. And then over here, we have our first mock-up of the suite working together. So this is with the throttle attached to just the numpad keyboard and with the joystick attached on one side. Of course, you could attach it with the keyboard. We need the camera. We're going to have a display here on the keyboard, so you're going to be able to get game information there. What we don't have here today, unfortunately, is a mock-up of the high-end HOTAS, which will have the OLED screen. There's quite a lot of questions still on setting this up and how exactly it's going to work. So after CitizenCon, we're going to be talking to you guys, getting your feedback on the designs. We'll have a lot of questions that we want your feedback so that you can help us build the best controller for the best space simulation. That's me.
There you go.
Thanks, Chris.
There's some more. Oh yeah, there's the picture with the suite. So yeah, it's actually really cool. I love the idea of having the joystick and my keyboard and everything all at the same time. Thank you. So thanks, Carl. Much appreciated. And I think the guys at Cytec have been doing a pretty amazing job. It's, again, I think we said at Gamescom, it was one of the reasons why we chose them, is that they were really keen to make something bespoke for us. And you know, like you can see it with the trackball in the joystick, so you get the best of flight control and sort of gimbal aiming control. And putting it all together just makes sense because you're going to be flying around. You're also going to be wandering around on foot, engaging in FPS. So having a full suite, I think it is cool and it looks awesome. And I can't wait to have a working version on my desk. All right, here we go. Okay, so we're just going to talk about a couple of things. Cross chassis upgrades, I think, went live yesterday. So it just is hopefully going to let people chop and change their ships because everyone loves to do that. And poor customer service staff end up spending a lot of time helping everyone out on that. So we automated it. That's another really nice thing that Turbulent's done for the web platform. And hang on. Next thing is we have a referral program, which I think is going live today. So it's, you guys are, we don't really do any marketing or advertising. All our stuff is word of mouth and viral. It's through you guys, and a little PR, but mostly it's you guys going out there telling your friends. And so we'd rather sort of make it a more solid part of the platform. So I think we got a little video to show about the referral program. So we can play that. You can hear Benoit tell you in his own words about the referral program.
Hi guys, this is Benoit with Turbulent, and this is your community and web update. Today with CitizenCon, we are launching the Star Citizen referral program. In this community, word of mouth has always been a major force in recruiting new citizens. Now with this program, we hope to reward players who help build this community by referring their friends. The way the program works is simple. Each citizen gets a unique account code. You can find your code in your RSI account under the referral program section. This is a unique code for you. Each citizen has one. You can share your code by simply copying it and posting it online, or by using the social sharing buttons. When your friends sign up with your code, they become your prospects. If they purchase the game, they become your recruit, earning you 1 recruitment point. As you earn more points, you'll go up in what we call the recruitment ladder, and earn the relevant form title, badge icons, and rewards for each tier. The ladder does include unique items that can only be obtained in the referral program. You can always track your recruits in your RSI account settings. To make it interesting for your recruits too, we award 5,000 UEC for anyone who signs up with a new account and a valid referral code. This way, everyone gets something. We really want the referral program to be a way to progress without having to spend. Starting from a base Aurora package, you can recruit friends to upgrade to higher-end ships and equipment. We start with the first few tiers, but we have big plans on adding more reward tiers as the item, mechanics, and areas become available in the game. See you guys in the verse.
All right. So it's basically just recognizing what you guys do already, but we thought it would be appropriate to recognize it, and thank you for. I mean, we wouldn't be almost at 1 million people if it wasn't for all you here in the audience and everyone out there watching this on the live stream. Okay, let's go on. Okay, so we did say we're going to have 1 concept ship. So it is the Aegis Saber. So, we had the Aegis Gladius, Saber, it's another kind of sword. And one of the things that we've been wanting to do is, because we essentially have sort of 1 main dogfighting ship in the game right now, which is the Hornet. And pretty much, as far as I can tell, everyone flies Hornets or Super Hornets. So if they're doing, this serious side of the dogfighting. So we wanted to have a ship that was in the same class that could go toe-to-toe with it. And this is a ship that's being built over here, actually, in the UK. It'll be something that you'll see around in Squadron 42 and other things as well. And it is a dedicated dogfighter. It's a bit more on the sort of stealthy fight and agility. So, Hornet's a brawler. This is kind of a ninja. So there's sort of the stats on it. It does have, basically 4 S3 guns, which is pretty, 2 gimbal S2s, or you can put S3s on the wings too. And it's got missile hard points, so it's, I think, going to be pretty cool. And There we go. We're also going to do a military ship sale to kick that off because we're going to show you some Squadron 42 stuff. So we wanted to kind of put you in the Squadron 42 mode. And I do want to say that on all these ships, selling all this stuff, you know, you don't need to buy the ship. You can start with an Aurora and work your way through the game. Really, this is a way to support the development and building this incredibly ambitious game. And so if you do it, we're very appreciative of it because it makes the game better. We put all the money back in the game, which we're kind of showing you, and we'll show you some stuff that we're doing in Squadron 42. So thank you for doing that. So anyway, there we go. On the next one, military ship sale. It just wants to stay up there. There you go. Okay, and with 48 hours, to celebrate what we're going to show today, the Armada pack, which will include the Idris. And when you see the Idris a little later on, I think you'll understand why the Idris. Yeah, it's a crazy ship. First of all, it's twice as big as we originally thought. And anyway, so you'll get to see it in a little bit. So there you go. And I believe it's $170 for the Sabre, just to let you guys know. Okay, all right, so now comes the part we're going to talk about Squadron 42. So we want to show, well, so we've sort of had some news articles on the website this week that have talked about various things that have happened in Vega. You know, the beginning of Squadron 42 takes place right where this attack is. I think I'd like to show you a video of a scene that happens in Squadron 42 in the wake of the attack. So let's put the lights down and let's play the video.
Ladies and gentlemen, this emergency session is called to order. Admiral Bishop, you have the floor.
For 200 years, we have battled the Vandal. We have caught these attacks, raids, or skirmishes or incursions. But I am here to tell you that we are at war. Tiber, Orion, Caliban, Virgil, once human systems all but abandoned in the face of the enemy. The Vandal are at our gates. Weapons bared while we hide and cower. Retreating as they burn and decimate everything around us. We cannot let the tragedy of Vega happen again. We cannot give the Vandal any more ground. To defend this empire, we must attack. And we have to be committed to that attack, whatever the cost may be. We have to rebuild our fleet. We have to use the power of human innovation to reclaim these so-called red systems and strike back at the enemy. This will not be an easy fight. It will cost us in resources, in credits, in lives. Well, some of you may be asking why undertake such a thing, and I can tell you in one word. Victory. For if there's one thing the Vandal has taught us, it's that without victory, there can be no survival.
as you know, I spent a fair amount of time here in London shooting the performance capture. That's obviously the result of part of it. I have to say that it's an incredible privilege working with people like Gary Oldman and the rest of the cast that we had, because I think they're going to bring a whole nother level of emotion and performance to the game. One thing that we thought would be interesting, because we, like everything we're trying to do here on Star Citizen, we're really trying to push the technology. So that scene is 100% CryEngine, running inside CryEngine real time. So we've pushed the faces, I would say probably Rise was the best real-time sort of face tech up until now, and this is sort of another step. So if I go here, so we're going to run you a little video that sort of shows the technical process of it, and then I'm going to start to talk a little bit about Squadron 42. So let's run the video for folks to kind of see what went together to deliver that.
My name is Sean Tracy, and I'm the Content and Technical Director for Star Citizen. We've been working on our characters, and more specifically, the facial aspect of this project for quite some time, so we're excited to finally reveal this to you. Here you can see Gary Oldman, Admiral Bishop, making his speech to the Senate. In terms of technology, we've built upon the already robust systems provided by the CryEngine, and have taken them a step further to really push the boundaries of what's possible in real time on PC. The high fidelity work that you're seeing on the facial skeleton, rig, and asset was done by 3Lateral, and really makes all of this possible. The animations you're seeing are made with an incredible attention to detail by Cubic Motion.
My name is Vladimir Mastilovic, and I'm leading 3Lateral Studio. We start our process with high-resolution scan data. These are scans of individually activated facial muscles, and basically each scan is consisted of several million triangles. This is a data set that cannot go efficiently in the engine. And each scan is a snapshot in time, and it doesn't have any correlation with any other scan. This is why we have written a tool that will analyze the surface of the skin and will find correspondences between each scan. Through this process, we're finding hundreds of thousands of correspondence points between each scan pair, and this enables us to produce blend shapes on any custom topology for these scans. Scans are then handled by our artists, who are examining for any unwanted motion, and they are putting it in context and modeling a constellation of hundreds of shapes that will then be used to produce a facial rig, which is essentially a digital puppet of the character, which can then be animated and transferred to a game engine as an optimized dataset. When it comes to photoreal characters, everything is important. Not only that character itself needs to look correct in terms of its shape and its texture, but it also needs to look correct when it's animated. This also needs to extend to micro level, so that skin stretching and the pore stretching, the blood flow in the skin, and even a tiny layer of fluid between the eyelid and the eyeball behaves correctly so that it maintains the illusion of a live character in a scene. Essential for doing this on such high volume project is not only having a large team, but also having proper production tools. Essential also to solving this problem are our production partners, Cubic Motion.
At Cubic Motion, we're responsible for accurately recreating the actors' performances using the face rig designed by 3Lateral. Stage 1 of the Cubic Motion facial animation process involves analysing the actor's performance. So that means tracking hundreds of points on the face, covering all the main facial features, such as eyes, inner lips, teeth, and skin creases. In addition to that, we capture texture information from the video, and that gives us this extra level of fidelity in the data. After we have analysed the performance, we move on to stage 2 in the process, and this means solving the data to the CG character's face rig. Every rig control has its own measure within the solver, and each of these measures looks at very specific regions of the face and how those regions move relative to another region. We can combine multiple measures, and what this means is that we can then accurately recreate realistic facial motion, like when you speak or when you emote. So let's take 2 examples of the solver in action. Firstly, we've got a funneling mouth shape, and this shape is essential for facial animation and lip sync. A second example would be the nuance that we can capture. So if you look in this demo video, what you can see are very small eye twitches that are happening under the actor's skin almost. And you can see then inside of Maya that the solver has captured these and transferred the data across to the relevant control within the face rig. Once we have solved the data to all of the facial rig controls, we can then finalize the animation and then pass that data across to Cloud Imperium, and they can integrate it into the game engine.
The faces in Star Citizen utilize a combination of both blend shapes and bones to combine all the techniques available to us for real-time rendering. If I enable a debug overlay, you'll see a color-coded wireframe that indicates how many bone influences there are per vert. This is important as it gives us smoother and more realistic deformation. Recent updates to our technology allow us to compute this on the GPU, which means better performance and even more characters using it. At the same time, blend shapes are driven by the animation. Bishop uses over 400 of these blend shapes to accurately convey the actor's performance. We also use these shapes to apply the tangents to the mesh, meaning the shading is updated accurately as these shapes are blended in between. One more obvious addition is comprehensive support for animated diffuse, also called blood flow maps, as well as animated wrinkles. When used together, this yields a whole new level of facial performance. You can see when I toggle the feature, the change is dramatic. There are even more subtle uses, such as making the lips lighter when they stretch or darker when they purse. Where previous games on the CryEngine used a single wrinkle map texture, we have extended this to use 1, 2, or even 3 wrinkle and blood flow maps. This ends up giving us 44 different areas on the face to blend in diffuse and normals, making unique wrinkles and expressions as accurate as possible. You can get an idea of the complexity of this system through this debug view, where white highlights indicate the blend areas and their relative intensities. We've made other subtle improvements to add a bit more life to the eyes. One such improvement is dynamic pupil adaptation, which causes the pupils to actually react to the changes in lighting. The animation for an asset of such quality can be heavy. Animating 200 bones and over 400 blend shape creates an enormous amount of data. We compress this on the way into the engine down from hundreds of megabytes to just a few. We do this compression very carefully as Cubic Motion has provided highly accurate and specific animation data of the actor's performance. This performance must be retained when coming into the engine. The facial pipeline within Star Citizen is well on its way, and as you can see, the characters push beyond where other projects and technologies have gone before. We are committed to delivering the most lifelike characters possible to enhance your immersion in the Star Citizen universe.
So that's just one example of the level of fidelity that we're pushing for. I mean, I think it goes without saying, I wasn't thinking that I would be able to do that when I launched the crowdfunding campaign in 2012. But as I made a pledge quite a few years ago when I said we kept on raising money, I said I'm going to take the money we raise and I'm going to put it back into the project, and we're going to make the project bigger and better, which is true for Squadron 42 and true for Star Citizen. And so the level of the cast, the technology we're pushing for the characters to put you in the story, and just generally everything we're doing in both Star Citizen and Squadron 42 is reflective of that. So, you know, just to talk a little bit about Squadron 42, you know, I would put it up next, just as a standalone project, next to any AAA, big publisher, big budget game. I'm 100% confident that it can go toe-to-toe with any of those games and, you know, come out on top. Well, if you like space games, that is. So, you know, the original pitch when I started this, I didn't think we'd have the money, was I was going to do something very similar to Wing Commander, which was some missions flying around in space, and then when you were back on your ship, you would have a couple of limited options of who you would talk to and go around, which was sort of the Wing Commander 1 and 2 model. Wing Commander 3 and 4 had live action, but essentially it was the same format. But you know, since we've pushed Star Citizen and the tech forward, since we've raised more money, the whole Squadron 42 design has gone beyond that setup. So it's a combination of flight, on the ground, combat, talking, interacting with characters, all in one seamless setting and environment, all from you know, first person at that level of fidelity. And I think it's going to be the most immersive of all the story games I've ever done. So I'm Dave was the lead writer on the script. Will, also in LA, they wrote it together. It's a fantastic script. I think I'm going to do I won't show that just yet, Dave, when we get to the next day. But I really, I think you'll get to know the characters in the story in a way that you wouldn't have done in the past, because we're letting you go anywhere you want on the ship and interact with who you want. And the idea and the goal is to have performance and sort of facial fidelity that is on the level of what we have with Gary Oldman. Outside of that, because we've got the large world, we're setting Squadron 42 in a large world environment. So we're making it not just linear missions. It's also sort of sandboxy, where you'll have optional missions you can do besides the narrative for the story. So there's going to be a vast amount of gameplay. I mean, we're very confident. So go to the... be a lot more content than any of my past Wing Commanders and what we were originally thinking in the beginning. So just to give you an idea, we're going to have about over 10 hours of final performance capture. I think we did about 120 hours or so of the shoot, but of course you edit that down. It's about 10 hours of final. So to give you an idea, Wing Commander 3 had about 3 hours and 17 minutes. And Wing Commander 4 had about 4 hours and 13 minutes. So we're over twice the amount of scenes and performance that you had in Wing Commander 4. Facial animation is all being done using the pipeline that we just showed. I'm going to show you something in a little bit, which is earlier, much more work in progress. But the Gary Oldman he's the sort of gold standard. So all the main cast are done to his fidelity level. And then the secondary cast are just a slight tab below them, but they have most of the same features. So they're going to have animated diffuse and all the wrinkle maps and stuff like that. So we have this sort of dynamic conversation and reputation system. It's also a system that we will take across and use inside the persistent universe. And we're doing some stuff for Star Citizen that leverages off this that will allow you not only to sort of do sort of missions that other people give you or other AI, but also have sort of story missions and more kind of adventure interactions in the persistent universe. And that will kind of come out of the story conversation system we're doing for Squadron 42. I think one of the big keys was, one of the reasons why we have about 10 hours of scenes, which is obviously a lot more than you would have in any kind of movie, is normally in a film, you just stay with the main characters and the main action. But since this is your experience, we don't know what you're going to do. We don't know who you're going to choose to talk to, what you're going to do aboard the ship. So we went and actually spent time with every one of the secondary characters, and they have their own stories, and they have, they can tell you about their hopes and dreams, and they all have arcs. And so the idea from an emotional standpoint is that you hopefully, as a player, will sort of pick and choose who you want to interact with, who you like, who you'll talk with, and then when things happen in the story of Squadron 42, because obviously it's a fairly boring story if nothing happens, things happen to people, you'll actually have more of an emotional connection than you would traditionally do in a game, because we're allowing you to sort of pick and choose who you're going to interact and sort of spend time with. So I think that's going to be pretty good, and you can sort of define who you are through your actions and interactions. So I'm going to show you a little video of kind of just a shoot for the behind the scenes to sort of set up what we will demo right after this. So here we go. Oops, go back on that.
Motion capture is just the body, like the head position, but it's not the facial, not the performance. So all the stuff that we're shooting on performance capture is all the performance in Squadron 42. So the dramatic scenes, people's dialogue, and so we capture their emotions and what they're saying and what's happening on their face to map it all onto their sort of digital alter egos inside the world of Squadron 42. And we'll be doing that here in the Imaginarium stage at Ealing Studios for the next 3 months.
My name is Ian Duncan and I'm playing the player. So everything's from my point of view, and all the interactions that every character has, it's with my character. Kind of cool and different, so I'm looking forward to the challenge.
I'm getting my markers on my head and my body. No, I'm getting markers on my body and a camera on my head.
Yes. We wear the cameras and the headgear so it captures the performance.
Regular every day at work.
We've got this helmet on our heads that actually films every little close-up.
I mean, you can't really get much closer than this. It's going to pick up every single feature of ours.
All those other many cameras and gizmos capture the physicality.
I don't know, 50, 60 or so cameras. I'm just making up a number there. I did mocap last time 5 years ago and it's already evolved.
I think I look pretty sexy. And that's why I'm here. Oh, thanks. Scan down, just to check. That's the money shot.
Because everyone looks very odd. Wearing, like, you know, all-in-one, very suits that don't leave much to the imagination.
You feel very self-conscious, but the trick is obviously to lose that self-consciousness and just kind of be yourself within the space and play the character within the space.
A bit like being in a theatre workshop.
It's all in your mind.
Home to the famous Squadron 42.
Yeah, it's like make-believe.
Yeah, it's like being 5 again.
Yeah, it's like being 5 again.
Whoa!
Mental, physical training's been pretty intense. I sat and had a cup of tea this morning and then came here.
So you have to go through a series of 90 plus expressions ranging from frowning, smiling, looking up, looking down, left, right. And the combination of all those things mean that they can then control the way that you look digitally.
First time you do it, it can feel very weird. It's quite a test. I love it. I feel very at home here.
From what I gather, Chris is a bit of the sort of George Lucas of this stuff, really putting you in the game in a way that we don't have right now, where you have emotional connections with characters.
In the old days when I did Wing Commander, I felt like we sort of advanced sort of cinematic storytelling in games back then, and I think, you know, our cast is something that you would have in a movie, definitely, in a way that you don't normally see in games, which is pretty cool.
Cal! He's kind of the charming, famous one.
What took you guys so long? You almost missed all the fun. I want you to hear this. Sit down.
We had Liam Cunningham this morning, who's playing Captain White. I think Bishop's going to be a great character. Gary's awesome to work with, and, you know, he's bringing a lot of
like an extra level of nerdy geek.
Luke Skywalker.
She's awesome. We tried away, he was amazing.
Drunk before we even started.
5,000 euros.
The fact that every single scene listed.
To it.